Welcome, ladies and dragons. Welcome
Whoa.
back, I should say, to Rev Major 2017. Rip, what's up, man? How you been? It's been a minute since I seen you.
It has definitely been a minute. It's been a while since I've even looked at Rev Major 2017. But Tekken World Tour, everything's on hiatus. We all know how it goes right now. But we figured this would be a fun way to take a stroll down memory lane. Revisit some of the cool events that we were at before. Obviously, this one I wasn't even at. Right, this was the moment where
Yeah.
Rev Major kind of exploded onto the scene.
Yeah, this is actually my first time in the Philippines, man. Shout outs to the Philippines, man. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot wait to come back. I know Rip just had his first Philippines experience. He didn't believe anything that I was telling him about, like how
Mm-hmm.
much love, like how much, like how condensed the Tekken is in the world over there in the Philippines. And like it's such a beautiful scene to be a part of, especially that first time where it was literally like it felt like I was in a stadium outside and everybody they told us to leave, but we were just there watching Tekken. It felt so sick. What about for you? I mean, I know it's not for 2017, but
Mm-hmm.
like how did you feel? Didn't this make you want to go to 2017 even more? Like you're like, damn, I wish I was there.
Dude, like from 2017, 2018, and then even like going to 2019 when I finally got to go, I was like, oh damn, I finally get to go. But it was a different venue, right? Like that, it was a big change up. So what I was used to seeing from the streams was just like this really like pit kind of atmosphere, for
Yeah.
like a rock concert. Like everyone's just surrounding you. On one hand, I was like, damn, that would have been so cool. And then after I went last year, I was like, nah, I'm cool. Like there's way too many people all the time. So yeah, I mean, it was still awesome to watch, right? And I remember it was so late for me that I actually didn't watch most of it. I watched like the highlights, of course. Everyone knows about the highlights that happened. We'll see them in a second. But at the time, like I wasn't awake, so I didn't actually watch the entire top eight. So this is gonna be my first time watching the whole top eight.
Well, that's actually really cool to hear. It's been a while since I've seen it. Obviously everybody has like their highlights. I mean, we got the JDCR like knee handshake moment, some of the
Mm-hmm.
best Tekken we've ever seen. This is definitely some good ass Tekken. Some we're looking back at the recipes right
Is
now. It's
is this
looking
where it
good.
came from?
Is this where it came? This I
I
don't
saw
think.
a tweet. I saw a tweet that
Is
said
this
that
where it
this is
came
the
from?
birthplace of good ass Tekken.
Oh shit, that might be it. The Philippines might be the
It might
birthplace
be.
of good ass tech. You might be right about that. Well,
That would be tight.
regardless, I think that'd be cool. If this is, I wish I could find out 100% for sure if that's the case, because this would be that's monument. That's even more
You
monumental.
definitely don't even know when you started saying
I don't even know
it.
what I'm about to say now. I just look. I just came to an event once, and they was like, "Yo, Steve, dude, check out this. What are you doing at this other place when you're in a different place?" And there was a soundboard of me, and everybody thought I was in a place that I wasn't. And that's when I heard the good ass Tekken line for the
Mm.
first time. Outside of coming out of my mouth. So,
All right, well,
but
looks like we're starting. Damn, is that you?
that's me, bro. That's me. I was hyping up the crowd. It was a good time, my
Look at your
nigga.
hair.
I know, man. The baby stages. The baby stages.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You look like a
this
tennis player.
is Tekken
I know,
7.
man. It's because of the cool ass
Make
shirt, man.
some
I love
noise
that
if you
shirt.
guys are ready.
Bro, this place
No,
was
I like
actually
to make
crazy.
a lot of
Like
noise.
it was
Yeah, see, okay.
literally
Look at you
going
crawling
up.
over
Make
people.
some noise if you're ready for Tekken 7 Grand Final.
I'm just saying, dude, it was
what I like
actually
to
look,
hear.
if you
Mark
see
man,
how
talk
it
to
was,
these
it was
people.
kind of like a stadium. And when I tell you Colonel Connor was signing autographs for like 2 hours, we were like boxed into a corner, like hanging out. It was so, oh man, it was
Damn.
a crazy event.
So look at this bracket here. We got Yamasa's Take and Kkoma. Oh, we not watching the whole topic. We just watched the grand finals and loser bracket. I don't even know where to start.
No, I think we're just watching we're watching the entire top eight. We're watching the entire top eight.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Nice.
This is where Mark Man was legit trying to get me on the glasses campaign. He's like, "Yo, Steve, let's
Ah,
just put the
wait,
glasses
aren't these
on."
the same glasses? Tell me these aren't the same Markman glasses.
I don't think so, man.
I think they are, bro. They're pretty
Nah,
close.
you wish. You wish
They're
those
pretty
were the same
close.
Mark Man. You're not that cool, okay? Don't be pretending like you still got that paraphernalia. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm excited
They're
to
pretty
Either
cool
way.
glasses, regardless.
and who is going to be our champion here.
But look at
So
the
we have quite a few
man.
matches we're gonna be
That
fighting for
place
our
was
first match.
actually
We have,
packed.
Nuts.
of course,
Yeah, I
the
love this
team
camera
going
shot
up
too.
against Kkoma, both of these players have been playing very
So
dominant throughout the
Kkoma
entire tournament
going
so far
first.
today. And I'm
I
excited
can't
to
remember
see who's
how
gonna come out on top.
soon
The
or how
winner of this
how
match
far
will
after this was
advance to
before
the
like he
winners
didn't really like
final,
burst on the
which
scene.
we'll see
But you know
later
it was a
on
while
today.
where like a lot of players were
After that,
not
we have
doing
another
well
match. It's gonna
in
be a
like
run
standard
back.
TWT. But it was a bunch of like killers
Damn,
there.
look at this place, bro. But I mean, yeah, the thing about Kkoma at the time, I feel like this was kind of the early days of Kkoma. He had gone to a couple events maybe, but we hadn't really seen him become like Kkoma like we know him now today. And even now today, he's gotten way better since then. but he hasn't really still hit that point that everyone wants to see him get to, which is cool.
No.
Very cool to watch. He also has a YouTube channel now that he's putting a lot of content on, so you guys should check that out.
No, a lot of people have been taking a lot of especially like the Korean Tekken players. They've been taking to streaming a lot more. So a lot of them definitely have channels where you can go see them play, like most up to recent play. But here we go. Oh my gosh, what version is this? I completely forgot about.
Dude, yellow life bars, season 1.
Oh man. Oh, is this season 1?
Is this even? I was like, is this the console version of the game?
I don't think so. I don't.
I think it is.
so.
I think it is. I think the arcade version had those blue teal life bars.
Oh, okay. I need to figure out. I need to look at the chat. Actually, I might have to go figure this out.
Yeah, man. Kkoma with Dragunov and Fang with Knee. That is such a interesting character. I remember actually Knee using Fang. I think I played him at EVO when he was using Fang back that year. Damn.
Oh wow. Blue stuff.
And Fang hasn't, he's one of those characters that didn't really get nerfed or anything, but people just haven't really been using him much.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens, right, man? You go to events like this and you see like players out there like, Kkoma going to like the Dragunov, and this is when Kazumi was really popping too. So it was like Dragunov, Kazumi, Steve was still up there too. It was just a bunch of these characters where it's like everybody had one in the pocket.
I was like, it didn't bounce. Where's the wall bounce? The wall standing 1-3. Wall bounce didn't even exist.
See, look, that's how far. Man, it's so crazy to think about, right? Like, think about when we used to play, like, well, I can't remember when I used to play, like, Tekken 5 DR, right? Like, we had to wait so long for Tekken 5, and there was, like, the connection of, like, DR and the 5.1, like, all of those things happen in such a completely different manner than they do now. Now we just turn on the system and wait, like, a couple minutes, and then, boom, we're in there playing a brand new version of Tekken,
Yeah, it's been changing so much the last few years, man. It's awesome. Look at this pressure right now. Dude, Knee was a beast. And I don't remember, was this the year that Knee was like hella good, or was it the next year?
If you honestly think about it, it's not too many years where Knee didn't do good. It was just like
Knee's always done good,
right?
But he doesn't win the championship though, right?
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, back one, talk to the hand, shoulder right after it too. Every time you can hear the crowd. It was a hit. It was like, brrr, like you could hear it.
I forgot about that. I think it's like, I don't know if that transit stream. I can't really hear the backing track of this the restream right now. But the crowd when we went just this past year in 2019 was so loud, right? So I'm just trying to imagine what it's like in that venue. That's nutty.
It was a lot more closed in, right? So it's like the thing about it was it's like, since you're so much closer, this and like the venue from like just recently when we went RIP was remember the stage? They had the mesh fence in front. They had the Rev Major sign on it, and it was so sick. But like this is so much more intimate, man. You remember how I used to talk about going to concerts in the Midwest and then going to concerts now where it's like you're not even close? That was the difference. Like here, this is extra intimate. It was a dude. I almost punched the guy here, man. He ran up on me. He was all hype, jumped on my shoulders. I'm just kidding. I didn't almost punch him. But that's just how close.
He was treating you like he was Tasty Steve.
Right? He was all Tasty Steve at me, dude, and grabbing my
I know. What the hell is that guy thinking?
Oh, man. Oh, this is where Crazy Lady comes from. This is actually where the crowd's like, oh, get off me, Crazy Lady.
That's this match right here?
No, I think this is where I started saying. I think it was a Kazumi Dragunov match, and I was like, get hands off the beret.
Oh, boy. Man, yeah, Kkoma. I feel like he kind of gave up on Kazumi. It's probably like season 2 time, right? When people were saying, like, Kazumi sucks now, and then Arson Ash came on the scene after that, and they're like, maybe we were wrong.
You know what? Maybe we need to just shut up and play. Yeah, I think we were wrong. She's still good.
Oh, man, in this match, there's so much beef between these players, right? There still is, I feel like. It just hasn't really been resolved, right? Here we are 3 years later. That's so crazy to think about. 2.5 years later, whatever that is.
I mean, I think people like underestimate like how strong the rivalry is in Tekken. And I feel like it's only recently gotten to the point because this is one of the tournaments where it came to the forefront where like a lot of these players, like they were so like competitive that like they weren't talking. They were legit just going and like take each other out. And of course, you're extra cordial and stuff, but the goal overall is to win, especially like in Tekken. And this is when I feel like only the most dedicated players are still playing Tekken right now. And this is when Tekken is still coming up. So these guys are ridiculously good. Oh, look at the spacing though. Yo, he is just going crazy with the down 4-1s. That's how you know that move was dumb.
That
Like,
move was so
that
dumb.
move was
I
so
mean, that
dumb.
move is still good.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, yeah, Kazumi can't catch you anymore. What do you mean? She still has down 4-1.
Oh god, look at these just switching positions there, keeping the wall control.
The
And he was
snake
so
dash, the Fang snake dash. Oh man.
Damn, double rage again.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Tony.
What? Who runs up and does that with Fang? You know, like for real? Like you might run up and back one or something, but the headbutt?
Just look at the movement. Look at Nee's movement with Fang. Punish. Okay. Yo, he is just using. He keeps doing headbutt, dude.
It's such an interesting thing. I wonder why.
It's kind of like a fake out. You see him do like the cockback. Like it kind of has the same startup animation of the dash he's doing.
Damn, dude.
Ooh.
Ownage.
Oh, yo, and like, Nee is one of those players, like, when he feels the crowd, yo, he feels the crowd. No matter what country he's in, when he's feeling the crowd, he'll pop off like, I can't remember what tournament it was, but he was playing Al. And, like, he beat Al, and Al's basically in tears. And, like, Nee goes to the guy, he's like, yo, raise my hand. Yeah, like, he was the heel in a wrestling match. I was like, this dude, Nee, he's like, do it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You tell him about me. Say my name. Say it out loud. Me. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Champion? Yes, that's me.
Me, Nee, champion. All right, I'm out of here. But no, that's still the competition actually brought out, like, that's what made, I feel like what makes like Tekken tournaments so good, right? Because like there's no, like, new players when they're good, it's not easy to tell they're good, but they stand out. Arslan Ash, the perfect example, right? I mean, all of the new players come in perfect example. If they're able to make waves in a game like Tekken, like, it's very, 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 like, it's showing, it's right there. So like when I went to an event like this, and I even got to play, and this is my first time playing a bunch of the Philippines players too, man, like, they bleed Tekken. Like, when I tell you, Rip, you know I will legit sit there forever and play Tekken. They literally just lined up. They was like, oh, you want to run the
How
gauntlet?
did you
They
even
was like,
do that? Did you like just do first and one, first and twos with everybody?
yeah, we were just doing first to twos. Typically, I was,
That's
you know,
awesome.
yeah, and it was like they just kept coming, like literally just kept coming. And then I played Guilty Gear here too as well.
Damn,
and
dude.
It was just the same. I played
Look at this though.
I
Echo
almost had
Fox?
to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just look at his matchup. Echo Fox JDCR versus Yamasa Nobi. He still got the Yamasa in his arm sleeve there, but this, dude, this was the year, right?
This
The
was
Echo
the
Fox
year. Mhm.
JDCR.
How many years was it that, like, we were, like, I say we, like I was competing in all tournaments, that the entire Tekken scene was on notice from Echo Fox, just JDCR and Saint going to tournaments, just scooping people up. Like, how many years?
I think it was just this year. I think this was the main year. And in 2018, there was still Echo Fox, I feel like. I'm not 100% sure. But they weren't as dominant anymore. I think that's the way it went. Or maybe it was 2017 and 18.
I thought it was 2017, 18.
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. Chat, hit us up. I'm not really sure which one it was. When did they stop being on Echo Fox? Is that 2019 only?
I think it was the end. I think it was the end of 2018. And then I think 2019 is when they didn't have a sponsor. That's when he was like gray hoodie JDCR.
Oh, you're right. That was 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying 2018 was the year of me. 2017 was Echo Fox until Kudans came in the final. That's true. I remember that. But then when was the year? When did they get released from Echo Fox? I guess that's the real question.
I thought it happened around like the end of whatever year it was. It happened towards the end. I'm pretty sure.
No, yeah. Okay.
Because they got, if I'm not mistaken, they were released before the Tekken World Tour Finals.
That sounds familiar. That sounds very familiar.
I thought I remember something like that, but once again, I could be wrong. You guys are in the chat. You guys have quick access.
He picked Heihachi?
Yeah.
This is the mistake he made this year. See this? If he didn't pick Heihachi here at Rev Major, no one would have cared to see it in the TWT Finals, Steve.
Oh, dude.
See this?
Still a mystery who started those chants, bro.
I don't know, man.
Somebody.
But shout out to that guy. That guy, you know, he gave everyone a great match by just getting Jay trying to pick Heihachi. That was awesome. That was hype.
Oh, man.
Kudos should probably thank him too for that TWT championship.
Oh, man. This dude Dragonoff was actually a problem. I mean, he's still a problem with that.
You know, there's a a thing going around Reddit right now with the biggest backdashes in the game, right? And Zafina, of course, she has like the largest one, but like number 3 on the list, I think, is Dragunov. So
Really?
I don't know how much is. Yeah, he's up there. Like I don't know if it's number 3 or if he's like the top 5. I gotta look at the numbers. I just looked at the graphs actually, but he's way up there. So yeah, it's no wonder, in the hands of someone like Nobi or JDCR that this character was so oppressive back in the early Tekken 7 days.
No, that's 100% true. I mean, remember one of the things that everybody was evaluating about like JDCR was his sidestep block pressure and just the way he would evade so much. Like this is like that example because he did it with every character. It didn't even matter what character it was, but it was even more so in situations where he was playing with like a Dragunov or something like that. But like no, and this is also like remember where this is where Yamasa was like on the heels of like every tournament. They were going everywhere trying to get those points, man. Man, Yamasa has been out here too. That's crazy.
Yeah, Yamasa in these days were like super top tier, right? I feel like 2017. This might have been after who won 2017 Evo. I feel like was that the Nobi one or was that 2016? Jeez, everything's blurring together now.
I think it was 2020. I think it was 2016, and I think after that, that's when Saint wasn't 20.
Bro, I'm losing track, man.
Yeah, I'm losing track too. Because if this is 2017, and it must have been the year before that. So I think I think it was Saint before that because it was before the call. It was called the TWT.
I'm googling it.
Yeah, because I think it was before it was called the TWT, and before that King of Iron Fist tournament was Saint, and then that was the year that Saint won Evo, and then before that was the Nobi year. I could be wrong though. I'm getting old. My memory might be. Weak,
I'm looking at it right now. For Tekken 7 in 2017, the champion was JDCR.
Okay.
And Saint was runner-up. So this is definitely the Echo Fox here. Nee got 3rd that year. Man, that Evo sounds crazy. That was the year Sukin got top 8.
Top 8 Sukin. Shout out to the bro.
Dude, Anakin was 5th back then. Take was top 8. That guy's always top 8. That guy's
This
top 8.
match is crazy.
This is nuts, dude. The crowd too go crazy behind him.
I have never. So we go around a lot, but when things got tense, there it was really you can feel, you can cut the tension with a knife. I did not know what that felt like until this event. That's what it was.
Yeah, I remember like this one because this was killer JDCR at this point, right? Like, and he was the one that everyone had their target set on. Before now it's like Arson Ash or Nee, etc. But back then, 2017, it was all JDCR. And Nobi was the top tier guy from Japan. The peak.
That's true. Man, Team Yamasa, they've been still going strong. It's so cool to me to know that like Tekken as a game has like a legacy team. Like that's like some legendary status right there.
Oh, that is actually cool. I think about it that way.
Now, and that was not fair at this time when the game was available. So that lets you know. I feel like that's just a team that's like I feel like instantly associated like with Tekken. Like I think Yamasa, like I think about Tekken a lot. It's one of those.
Damn, yeah. Everyone kind of talked about how Yamasa kind of fell off. Maybe it was in 2019. But then you look at the end of 2019 at the TWT finals, and Yamasa like hell has stepped up, and like Nobi's out there beating people in the finals again. I was like, dude, where are we going? Man, it's been wild, dude. They haven't really fallen off.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, think about even the team tournaments, like Master Cup and stuff like that. They always ride deep in Master Cup. They always have some really close, nail-biting, like situational matches where like they just barely don't make it, right? But just still being like the best, some of the best competitors, top competitors in Tekken, like overall, like historic names playing on like Team Yamasa, and they're still there.
Dude, Nobi's like insane. This match is just the low parries on both sides. JDCR's timing with electrics with Heihachi is ridiculous. I mean, just in general with electrics, I guess.
Man, that no wall bounce is really good.
Yeah. It's like one of the major changes in the game, right?
Look how like compact they're playing, dude. It is crazy.
You gotta be at this level. And see, that down 4-2 there was because there was so many low parries coming out of JDCR. He was like backdash, low parrying the down 2s.
Dude, no one does that anymore. They never do like running 2 range drive into the jet spray tackle. Oh!
And that was beautiful. You know, he did the down two there, and then he paused. He's like, you know what? I'm smelling a low parry. So JDCR, he went for the low parry punch, and he set up, delayed it, down forward one check. That was nice.
That's what my email is gonna say. Harada, you deserve a raise.
Harada, you deserve a raise.
Gotta put that on the soundboard. What are you guys doing? Get that one. Put that.
I know, right?
Soundboard.
Harada, you deserve a raise. Damn, that's the new email Harada.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time now. Harada, you
Every time
deserve a
cameraman goes and does something crazy, Harada, you deserve a raise.
And speaking of which, drops the combo there, very uncharacteristic again.
Nah, man, just watching them play, like, even if you look at like now and just like recent matches, they'll let you know how much the game has actually changed.
Looks like you went for the headbutt there.
But I feel like it's really, like, it's different, of course, but it's
Yeah.
not that drastic different. It's still Tekken 7, you know? It's not like Tekken 8 or Tekken 7 DR or something, you know?
That should be it.
Oof. That was a weird comp from JDCR too there. Like, he did not mean to end the combo with that, so definitely had some nerves going in here against Nobi.
No, it was a few times. If you go back and like look at it, like I feel like JDCR throughout this top 8 was definitely playing like a little iffy in some situations where it was just like, you know, like they're playing the best players in the world at the time.
I like the fact that he used a smaller combo.
Look at the movement. My boy Nobi is trying to get JDCR to the wall.
Lots of damage on the wall from Nobi.
Good offense. Good offense.
Bounce! No bounce. Yeah, final round situation again.
Match number 2.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like every match I felt like. Every match I felt like, hands off.
Oh, that could have been a launch too, man.
All he had to do, he could have down 2. He would have down 4-2 to move the launch. He would have called.
1-2 with a knockdown. JDCR is gonna get a mix up. Just decides to back off. Nobi slides in. Back to the neutral play.
Oh man.
Like, this is that whole tension thing you're talking about, cutting through with the knife. I'm feeling like watching this replay.
Dude, I'm feeling it in my neck. I don't know if I'm having a stroke or it's just this match. This is crazy.
And about close to the 50% mark.
They're dashing in each other's faces. Look at this.
The wall could pretty much end it or put it into one more guess.
Damn,
Now
he's so
you see-
scared. Look at the
Yeah.
spacing.
Punish there from JDCR.
And you can tell, like, and they're changing up so fast, like from
Wow.
offense to defense to sidewalk. Oh,
Is that
man.
it? Not it.
Oh,
Oh, is he gonna come back? No way. No way.
No way. I can't
Damn.
remember. All right. Okay.
Nice,
Okay.
clean end
Down 4-1.
finish there from JDCR.
I don't know if that went to a third game or not.
So like one of the things that I remember about like down to the wire JDCR is, especially doing like the earlier times, like earlier Tekken 7, I should say. Once they got to those like close life rounds, it was always JDCR that closed out. And I only remember that because he hit him with like the Wild Rising 1 or whatever that was at the end of the round that he just closed out with. I'm like, what kind of, that's a really odd move. But it's because he was sniffing out the low parries a lot. And he knows that like he was ducking in front of his face. So the delayed like Wild Rising in his face is broke.
Is that a sane face?
I'm pretty sure that's the
Am I
same.
tripping?
Oh, yeah.
No, Philippines has the best fan. Oh man.
Dude, right here, I need healing right
Is that
now.
Posh? The Posh Spice too? At the very top above the sign?
I
We
believe
commentated with him this past year.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think so. I think
I
Posh
can't tell. It's small on my screen right now.
is definitely small on my screen too.
And we have some crazy matches
Who's
coming up,
that?
of course. And,
Is that Kazuya?
Word. Oh, I don't know who that is. I have no idea. I don't even remember seeing that before today. I was like,
Oh. Damn, we get the replays from the match too. Damn, JDCR.
you know, in the mind games, especially when you have a sliver of life left.
It's so nutty to think of like how far he's come too. Like I feel like he's more of a personality than a competitor nowadays.
Some tense stuff, and you gotta
Who, JDCR?
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously like a top tier competitor still, but I feel like he's starting to go on this path where he's becoming more and more of like a content creator, more and more of like, you know, not winning the tournaments, you know, but getting like top 8s and, you know, placing in them.
well, I mean, I've been watching like the winner's mindset thing that you've been doing with him, and it like, I think it's you're right. Like when it comes to like content, I think he really likes discussing like game theory. And I hung out with him, so I already know like that's the case. So it's really cool to like finally get him in a consistent base and like hear from him on different topics like consecutively. Like it's not, I don't think people understand like how much of an opportunity that is. You get like years of experience and you're getting to listen to him not only from you but from like JDCR. So like that's a really cool thing. And you're right, he's definitely becoming more of a content guy here. Oh snap, dime back
Back.
with head.
Is that a with hair? Is that a Nirvana shirt too?
Yeah, man. I always wanted to get me one of these Dimeback shirts, man.
Where did you get it from? Have you ever talked to him about it? You must have talked to him about it.
We talked about it. I told him to give me one next time he sees one. And like when we were in Japan, I took him to a few places. He was like, "Oh, I like these shirts." We've definitely been. I took you there before. It was like down in like man, I can't remember. It's where I got the Maybe Today shirt.
The Maybe Today shirt.
And I wore at Thailand. The one I wore at Thailand.
I remember the shirt. I don't remember where we got it from. It was somewhere in Japan. Harajuku? No?
Yeah, no, it was Harajuku. It was definitely Harajuku.
All right, Echo Fox Saint with the Jack going up against Dimebag's Oscar here. Hey, has Saint been using Ganryu, or did that just not really pan out? What happened with that?
No, I mean, you mean right now, or just in...
Yeah.
No, he has been using Ganryu, but he's also been using a lot of other characters like while streaming. Because I've been watching him stream too. And he literally just goes like around the roster, like characters. But he's definitely been using gaming a lot more frequently.
Wow, that was such a. This is Dimebag style though. Like the forward two there was so crazy, the Tooth Fairy. But he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it on Izuki. He might launch him. Like what? It's launch punishable Dimebag.
It was a good hard read though. He definitely chased him with the 4-2.
Damn, and he immediately goes with it again. I like that. Man, his playstyle is so terrifying to play against.
It's like the back and forth, the in and out, man. He's gonna hit a button while rising cancel into the throw. Oh gosh, don't freeze up. I like checking on the ankles though. That's gonna stop the movement for real. And on top of it, it's gonna stop that sidewalk movement. And like Saint's good for that. Saint's good for like getting close enough to where he's like, all right, now you want to try to sidestep. Now I'm gonna get you. Checking the ankles once again.
Damn, the down forward two. Man, Jack, I mean, this was the time when forward one was super good for Jack.
Oh man, yeah, this is before they ever touched it. He
Yeah.
was going ham with it.
Damn.
Oh no.
That was a mistake.
That was definitely a mistake. Yeah, man, this is when Jack was like definitely a problem. This is exactly
Get off me! I don't like girls. I'm a robot. Oh god.
Man, you can see Dimeback taking his time too. Now that he sees like Saints getting like more active.
I think that's like the best way to play against Asuka in general too. Like you just gotta make sure she doesn't have the life lead. Like make her approach you, because if you have to approach an Asuka that's turtling, it's so much scarier.
Back three, man. She has too much.
Yeah, back three, can, like they're both low crushes. Up forward three, counter hit. Forward three for no reason.
And just like we saw, like the Tooth Fairy, they're 4-2 catching just in case you try to like backdash and get out of there, freaking out.
Yeah, accidentally whip something where you thought they were gonna hit or something. 4-2's coming, and Dimeback is one of those sides to pull the trigger on it. He doesn't lay like here it comes, boom, it's coming now.
Hey man, you can't second guess yourself. I mean, I feel like that's
like that,
now, right? Like that's his play style. Like he's like, I don't second guess myself. I'm just gonna do it.
Like I saw it, you didn't see it.
Oh, I love that beat down punch.
Damn, no throw break from Saint.
He's been dashing up, and he's literally been dashing up and like going for like the fake outs the entire time too. So I can see why it worked.
Jackhammer.
One. Just instant challenge. Instant challenge. Like nah.
Well, shout outs to Anakin. Oh my god. I was gonna say shout outs. Wow.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, I can't believe he dropped that. That was an important combo to not drop. When you have rage mode, you're trying to make a comeback in the final round situation.
That's not the first time we've seen that from Saint though. Now that I've seen this, it's like, man, that was important, and he dropped that. Like,
yeah, but I was gonna say, shout outs to Anakin, you know, for sticking it down with Jack. You know, he never faltered. He's never like, oh man, maybe I'll go try out Paul or something. Jack's dead. You know, he's been playing Jack for what, like over 10 years, I feel like. You know, he's obviously been able to bounce other characters if he wanted to. Like if you watch him on Anakin's personal stream where he's streaming with like, you know, Steve Fox or Eddie or whatever, right? He knows how to play a bunch of other characters.
Nah, that's definitely true. He's one of the few. It's only a handful of people that stick solely to their character, man. Udon being one of them too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I always thought that Naroma was like a Jack player, and then I was like, oh man, no, this guy just plays whoever's good.
Oh yeah, and has no qualms about it. I'm a Steve player now.
Yeah, I'm a Steve player now. Wow, good conversion, dude. What the combo? What?
Oh, that was lucky.
Someone give Harada a raise.
Nice 1 down 3.
More offense. And that, see, and you can instantly tell. Dimeback like turns it up just a little bit, and Saint's like, all right, let me get out of there.
Right now.
Super crispy, of course.
The double down back.
Boy. And I feel like, whenever we watch Dimeback play too. Yeah, was he unsponsored back here? I just realized.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, but I was gonna say,
Dimeback.
whenever we watch him play, I always feel like against a lot of the other Korean players, he reaches that point where he's about to win and then just kind of crumbles at the end. It's like, damn, is this gonna be his tournament? And then I feel like it's kind of like the stack have gotten worse and worse over the years.
Yeah, I think it's on top of that is just the fact that like every time like he gets so close. I mean, I remember Tekken World Tour when we were in Amsterdam. That was like some of the best Dimeback ever right there. I was like, man, this dude Dimeback, and you can tell like when he gets hot, like he's super hot.
Yeah, you're talking about the LCQ right there. Damn, the mix-up. That was a good mix-up right there. I like that one. Saying like, why would you do that one there? I could have made such a crazy comeback. Oh, damn, we're going straight to third game.
Or maybe he's just so used to, people stopping after
Yeah,
that first relax.
One.
For a second, I thought like I blinked and like time went by. Like how old am I?
What just happened? That's actually what happened to me too, because the screen was flashing white as I opened my eyes from the blink.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was like, oh god, have I been zoned out, dude?
Oh, you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah, the crowd went crazy for it, right? Yeah, they enjoyed that one, man. And look at Dimeback, he's like, oh, I had you.
Yeah.
You got lucky. He wanted it though, right? You can see he wanted it.
That's why I know.
Hey, that's good Tekken. That's what you said.
Okay.
See, I think you were saying that's good Tekken, and then maybe you finally learned like maybe I should put an ass in there.
Right? It's the evolution.
That makes me happy. I just talked to
Wait.
like, yo, man, I really love me some Tekken. I'm like, I love Tekken too. We high five. I go back to commentary. It's amazing. It's a good time.
It's a good feeling for sure.
Man, this event was so much fun.
You see the matchup we have next to you.
It was though. It was some good Tekken.
It was some, dude. This event was this year in Tekken. Oh, dude. So many good players coming out of the woodworks, man.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, Taki was always super good back then too.
Every time I hear people
He's definitely the one who we've been kind of pointing fingers like, Take, what's going on, bro? In like 2019, and then at Evo he stepped up, got top 8 again, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think I might be mistaken about this, chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Take has made top 8 at Evo every year in Tekken 7. In Tekken 7.
Oh man, I gotta check.
If not, it's like 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5. However many years we've been through, I can't tell. I think he's only missed one if he's missed any. Damn.
And that's why it worked. I told you, like, the fact that he uses like the little snake dash, and then you're like, all right, he's not gonna do anything. Oh, he's going for the lows this time. I got a duck. He's gonna give you with the throw this time. It always works.
Oh my god. So see, we didn't watch this round right now, but he hit him with the rage art earlier and closed the game out with it. That's why the crowd went so wild for the rage art. Damn!
Just raw call out the up 4-4 from Oscar.
Yo, the crowd is so into it, dude. Philippines is the best for spectator Tekken. Again, same situation as that first round in this game.
Man, you see the jump up? Same.
Yeah, dude. Like that.
Business professional with the short haircut.
I was saying big business professional before he got the big ass hair and the beard and everything. Man, yeah, this Saint was a killer, dude. Damn, Yamasa Take. Who's his opponent here?
I can't remember.
It's a Philippines player, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see.
All right, here we go.
And they had like a lot of respect for like all the other players. So like when they play like a Yamasa, like a Nobi, like they have a player in the Philippines, son of Nobi. Like they have so much respect for like the lore, like the history behind Tekken. So like that's another reason like they're genuinely excited. Wow.
Oh, it's Tsubumi. That's definitely not a Philippines player. He's from Japan. I saw him sitting behind you guys in commentary at the beginning of this.
These guys love Tekken. I'm like, damn, dude. They must love
Damn, Tsubumi. What happened to him?
Not sure.
Oh yeah, you know what's serious when you bust out
Didn't we
the white
see
pants?
Subumi at Evo Japan this year?
White pants are very
Probably. It's like,
I'm not
you know,
like with the danger of them getting dirty. So Sabumi
And the Shaheen as well. Nobody was playing Shaheen now.
Oh, nice slide.
well, yeah. You know, people see Patches and they freak out. Nice sidestep hop kick. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Markman said it there. You know, Shaheen, one of the best hop kicks in the game. I think that's one of the hop kicks that goes underrated, you know? Like, it definitely has a ton of range, similar to Claudio's. And it's really the Tekken 7 hop kicks, right? That are a little bit different compared to the older hop kicks. You know, when you look at, like, say, Tekken 5 hop kicks, like, the hop kick punishment is kind of the same as it's always been, but the newer characters seem to have better and better hop kicks.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, like just going specifically, remember how they like started changing like the animations of the hop kick, like the hop knee, and like
Yep.
it kind of like sprawled out. I mean, look at Shaheen's, right? Look at Claudio's, just like you said as well. So I mean, now like the hop kick is a commodity, like it's a thing. Look at Lucky Chloe, like the perfect example. Like they're doing all these different things with like certain characters, and it's like it's changing what it's typically been, but like it makes the character that much more unique too. And they did it a lot with some of these newer characters because a lot of time like people were playing Shaheen, and like I know people were waiting for like Lee, and this is before Lee was in the game. I feel like
That's true.
Shaheen was the character that you played if you played Lee and he wasn't in the game.
I remember that now. And Lee is also one of those characters where his hop kick looks very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure, of course, down 3 to snake stand.
Just a little knee.
I like the dancing.
That was a great point. I didn't think about that. I've always used to talk about Shaheen being like Lee replacement and everything, but I didn't even think about the hop kick being a hop kick, but not really, you know?
Yeah, it's a
God, damage!
yeah, right.
Down 4-1 to try to check.
Try sidestep. That was bad, real close to that wall.
You married? Don't touch me.
Oh, right into it again.
Aren't you married?
He's just been standing there, really punishing and just dealing with everything that talks about.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was
That's how you know, man. I was going off the hip when I was. It was too much fun,
going
man.
that far. But then I noticed he wants to stay in a range to be able to
Kazumi was such a problem. The axe kicked out for what?
Yeah, you know, I've played Tsubumi back in like the Tekken Tag 2 days. You gotta remember, this kid is like super young, but his reactions are ridiculous. Like super fast reactions, unbelievably fast.
have me all hype and stuff. Gets the bound.
I was still calling it bound.
Yo, Frosted Flakes, get off of me. Isn't your own
I was like, gets the bound.
Mm-hmm.
It was enough, final round.
It was early days, man. Early 2017 days.
going on? Like, look, lady, you keep grabbing me. I thought you would get off of me.
Dude, how's he blocked? See, like that kind of a block right there? I feel like Tsubumi can block that on reaction.
You could tell he was standing there until the last second.
Yeah, like 2017 time, you know? Damn.
Good punish.
Again. Bounce. Yeah, right.
Catching him crouching.
I really like the change they make to bounce. Like, obviously it adds to, like, combo damage in Season 3, which everyone's not really about. But just the fact that they kind of even it out so you get to see it a lot more in the matches now, I think it's a really cool addition that they've had.
I mean, think about it. We've never had the wall bounces in Tekken before, so I think it's cool. And it'd be different if it was like an integral part of the combo system. But like the fact of the matter is, like it's situational, right? You got to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most
Funny stat.
That's what Frosted Flakes does for you, man.
Oh, break your legs.
A balanced breakfast. Nice slide.
Oh, jeez. Good block punish while standing forward. Wall?
Wall? Yeah. Oh, my god.
my gosh.
That was some pretty good wall carry there, Mrs. Kazumi.
Does have the rage. Oh, now they're both in rage. Who's gonna
You
get
say
the first
Mistress
hit? Oh,
Kazumi? Is that
No, Mrs.
I was like, what is going on?
Second hit of the 1-2.
I mean, she does have a nice bow. I'd unwrap that.
It's like he's stabbing you in the throat, man.
Oh, man.
Most countries.
I saw it in Taken once, man. That's how you know it's legit. If Liam Neeson is doing it, that's killing people.
What am I-
Yeah, dude, he's trying to save his daughter. Of course it's dangerous. Block on the slide.
Oh, that's
Wall
definitely.
right there, yeah.
Oh, they nerfed. I forgot they nerfed. She used to do a ton of damage on the wall.
Yeah, she used to get extra hits a lot more.
That's why it's really good to have.
Yeah, she's definitely been normalized a little bit since these days. And still a great character. Which is kind of a story about how they've normalized a lot of characters, right? Throughout the history of Tekken 7. Like, there's not many characters where they got nerfed and people are like, well, now that character's actually unplayable. Like, you may have heard it a bunch from, people complaining on social media or something about, like, that character's dead or whatever now. But then most times that's never been the case, actually, right? All the good characters are still tournament viable.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, just looking at, like, coming from here to, like, where we're playing, like, now, you're 100% right. I feel like they've definitely tried to significantly like increase like the characters, like when it, like everybody, they want everybody to play to a certain level. It seems like even to the fact of like increasing the damage across the board. Oh, that was godlike.
Sidestep, duck, hop kick, whip punish, Take. That was sick. See, like when Take, oh man, I miss top tier Take. You know,
because you know he's gonna exploit everything.
Damn, he's rushing in there.
But no, like what I was saying was, I think that every character across the board has gotten stronger, even to the point where they've, buffed damage for characters on like their initial combos. That's why characters like Yoshimitsu are a lot more viable now, because as the season progressed, they kind of like made it to the point where it's like, look, well, if everybody takes off this much damage, at least they're a threat here, right? So they've been kind of like working around just increasing all the characters, it seems like. I mean, but still releasing new characters and kind of fixing them on the way too. So
yeah, I kind of like, I mean, I know we're reaching that point where there's like so many characters in the game and people are like, do we really want more characters? Like, if there's another season after this, do we want more characters? Like, I don't need more characters, but I'm down for more characters. I think that's where I'm at currently.
I mean, think about it like this. I think that the fact of the matter is that a lot of people looked at Tekken and they were like, look, man, Tekken is hard because one, there's a lot of moves and it's a lot of characters. And there's a lot of people who came from Tekken Tag too, like, man, I want Law, I want Force Law, and I want the other Law. I'm like, bro, come on, man, that's not gonna happen. So like starting off with that smaller cast and kind of like expanding upon that, like that's how it was.
Wow!
Whoa, I can't believe they whip. I think he sidestepped to the right a little bit though. I think that's why they whip.
That's still crazy like that.
Man, if that was Leroy though, you would have got hit 2 times. You would have got hit twice.
Yeah, speaking of being normalized, but still being a very good character,
I was watching somebody's like, yeah, man, Leroy's not that good. I was like, what?
Leroy's still good. Even after all the changes they've given me, he's still good. But, I gotta say, Leroy and Kkoma, I was talking about these, them adding new characters to the game. Those 2 characters and their fight styles, I think are like the best 2 characters they've added to Tekken in a long time. Like, I think, over Shaheen, Kazumi, Lucky Chloe, Josie, I'll take Kkoma and Leroy in terms of fight style, right? Like, if you go back to Tekken 6 with Lars and Elisa, that to me was when Tekken got a little fantasy, instead of martial arts, and I feel like now they're back to martial arts, so that's what I love about those 2 characters being added.
So I didn't play Tekken 1, I only played Tekken 2, and what ended up happening was that like they added Lei and June, right? And they're like just regular characters, but like that's when you started unlocking the other characters. You had like Armor King, and then you had like Alex and all these other characters. And I was like, man, where did that come from? Like, how did they go from one to the other? And I feel like, in all honesty, I felt like Tekken 6 makes a lot of sense, because in Tekken 3 is when they got like, I felt like they got kind of crazy, and in Tekken 6 they did it again. Like they added like the robots, and like I think that's like where it's going. But like you're right, like and like I've said this before, and like I'm always gonna say it, like in the last like 15-20 years of fighting games, Leroy is definitely in the top 5. There is no question about it. Like I can't say enough like how cool that character is, and I'm like, damn, that's like a really, really cool fighting game character. Like a legitimately cool character. And like it's legit because even like T-Pain cosplay as Leroy, he was even a playable character in the game. So it's like, it's cool. It lets you know like
damage. That wall commented so much. Damn, so Take take out Tsubumi here. No, but yeah, you're 100% right, dude. Like Leroy, the character looks so cool that I feel like the balancing was like, yo, we gotta make him play as good as he looks. It was such a high ceiling of it that they couldn't even take it back down all the way, So Leroy's still great, man. I love it though. I think the character's still fun. I enjoy playing. I'm actually still playing Leroy a little bit. Kkoma, I tried him when he came out. I learned him. But he's not really my style of character. But I think the character's still very good too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I wish we had the tour right now so we could just see these characters. I'm so curious. Like, would we see like a JDCR Kkoma come out in tournament or something like that? Something crazy like that. I miss those moments happening.
Man, if anything, like I want to keep playing. I know people want like another Tekken, but I want to keep playing just to see. Like I'm like old school. I want to see this game like go as far as it can and see what the end all meta of the game is going. Especially now because like this is one of the most popular. It's officially one of the most popular Tekken games ever now, and I want to see what happens like to the game as it ages. Like what happens when people understand. Like when those new people who came in was like, man, this game is so hard, and they're like, actually, I know what I'm doing now. I want to get a chance to live this game, and I feel like that's one of the things that like. I feel like Tekken does that better than most because the legacy carries over so much from those games. And still in the version of Tekken that we're playing right now, they introduced a bunch of new characters. They introduced a bunch of new like mechanics for the game as well. And still like having a season to go with it does a lot to kind of like foster the growth of a game like competitively. Like you don't really get like the opportunity to always see that happen, especially where you're getting it from like multiple sources. And by sources, I mean like the best players in the world. Like I'm now looking at Bilal play like Kkoma now, and I'm like, I think that's sick because now I go to YouTube and I look at his matches and I'm like, man, I wish he got a chance to play some of these other players on the tour so I can see just how effective he learned a new character in a short amount of time. That's what I am. You're right. I am so missing that. I want to see like what they've come up with. I want to see like the full metamorphosis of the character's meta, and that's one of the things I get from like going to tournaments. What do you laughing at metamorphosis?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because you called it you're talking about the meta of the game. You bring up metamorphosis. It was good. It was a good tie, and I liked it. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, like it's definitely one of those things where it's like I've played these games where it's like multiple iterations. I played these games where they're like, yo, we're gonna update them over years. I'm still very much in love with like what Tekken is doing. I mean, it's a growth period, but look, man, we had to play Tekken 4 too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everything. You're not gonna like everything about like what happens after it, but I feel like as a collective like product overall, like I'm still right there in Tekken. Like I'm still invested in everything that happens in Tekken, and it's like even when I see like me talk about stuff that he finds in Tekken and all this other stuff. Like I'm still super engaged because I love to see where the thought process goes, where it starts, where it ends. I want it all.
Damn, so Kkoma is in losers then against Saint because he lost the knee, huh? So he gets knee and Saint here dead. Rev Major, that sucks. But I mean, that's what happens at this level of the tournament, right? You get a top major, like, well, I got Saint the knee in my path. Gonna try to win this tournament now. You know?
Yo, that was the joke back then. It was like, yeah, man, I got top 8. So you gotta fight what? Who? Saint, JDCR, and E? Like which one? Like no matter where you turned, it was like, hey, you might get smoked.
Yeah, man, nobody's in the top 8. Yeah, this top 8 is ridiculous, dude. No, but just a second ago, you brought up a really great point I hadn't really considered. When Tekken comes out, Tekken 7 specifically, 2017, even before that, and it was so popular, everyone's talking about, when you get into it, people are like, yeah, pick up this game, maybe it'll be good by the next one. It takes so long, whatever. But this is the first time that we've gotten a game that sticks for so long.
Yeah.
So there are going to be players who picked up Tekken 7 as their first game that in 2021 or something, if this game is still around, will become like top tier players in tournament at that level. That's gonna be insane. Like it's gonna be in the same game generation. That's insane. That's never happened for Tekken.
I mean, it's not many games that give you the opportunity to do that anymore, and that's what I meant about like being able to like uphold the legacy of Tekken, right? Because you still have all these things, and I feel like the more I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's like every iteration of Tekken, right? Like Tekken 6, they add these things, or they added things. Tekken 7, they added different things. Like there's new players that came out and evolved around all those things. There's people who love Tekken 5 DR to this day. I remember Spiro Jin for 5 years after Tekken DR came out, carried around an extra backpack with a PS3 in it just so he can play Tekken 5 DR and swore up and down by it, right? And then you have people who started and look at how good Spiro is, right? And then take it up to the next level, right? Tekken Tag 2, for instance, right? There are so many players that I was introduced personally that came in Tekken Tag 2 that are now playing Tekken 7, and like they have their own understandings of the game. So I'm looking let them learn and understand Tekken from this other point of view. But there's not many other games, like especially in the fighting game, like genre that actually say, well, look, we're gonna be playing this game for like 3 or 4 years now. So it's like, what about those players? That's why I'm excited to see. Like when you were telling me about like Ninja Killer and stuff, like I didn't know most of that stuff until you told me. So it's like, think about that.
That's so exciting.
Ninja Killer comes back and like, yo, I'm now playing Tekken. I mean, look at Sonic Fox. It'd be like 5 a.m. and this dude be like, yo, Tekken hours. And I'm like, bro, what if we get another season of this game and Sonic Fox starts coming to tournaments?
Dog.
I'm sure everybody wants that to happen. So like,
I'm telling you right now, I've been watching. Everyone's been talking about Sonic Fox lately because he's been streaming a ton of Tekken. If you guys haven't seen it, if you guys somehow don't know who Sonic Fox is, he's like a champion of multiple fighting games. He's like the new Tokido or Justin Wong, Chris G level player, except he's potentially better, because he's super young and he's got the reactions and everything. But he's playing a ton of Tekken right now, a ton, and he's training with Ninja Killer, who is also like a top tier NRS player now. That's kind of bringing and training Sonic Fox into Tekken. So, and if you guys don't know Ninja Killer, he started with Tekken Tag 2, so he has a ton of Tekken experience. He just went off to NRS and started winning like hella money. So why would he come back, right? But he's coming back anyway. So I'm super excited. Those guys, if we had another year of this game and the tour continues, etc., and these guys start coming out, that could be so interesting. So interesting.
And that's what I mean. Like, it's not like I'm not, trying to throw shade or anything like that, but like I'm definitely in that wheelhouse of being like, hey, I want to see where these guys came from. I want to be able to watch Rev Major and be like, man, that mechanic wasn't even in the game yet. Man, look who has taken advantage of like that wall bounce mechanic. Look who's taking advantage of these new moves. Like I like going back sometimes and looking at old footage because it definitely lets you see what ideas they had for characters coming up. So them taking away or moving something and be like, well, what does this look like without it? Just go back and look at old footage and you'd be like, man, something's missing. Oh, that's because they didn't have blah, blah, blah. They didn't have this tool. And even looking at like a top player, like try to like utilize and like understand these characters, it's a really cool thing. As a fighting game player, like I love stuff like this.
But man, Kkoma got the first game on Saint, huh? Okay, no spoilers, chat, because I don't know, but does Kkoma win here against Saint?
Oh man, I don't even remember. That's how long it's been. 2017 was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you've only done a couple events since then.
Right?
They start blending together, don't they?
They definitely start blending together. I'll be forgetting where I'm at sometimes.
Yeah, when we're busy, like during traveling season, like whatever, it's like, oh boy, where are we? What country are we in?
You're making me miss tournaments, Rip. Stop.
Nah, I know, dude. This is making me miss tournaments too. But yeah, it looks like Kkoma's gonna win.
Yeah, no, yo, this is like hungry Kkoma too. Like Kkoma, like we said, like same strength as like I feel like John Ding. Like had breakout years, breakout tournaments, matches that you won't forget. Kkoma was always on the cusp of delivering that moment every time. You never know when he's gonna be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna win this much harder now.
This is before the John Ding breakout too. You just mentioned. Yeah, while standing 4-4 with a kill there. Oh, you scrubbed twice.
Whiffing. Yeah, she doesn't have enough range, guys. That's what people were thinking right now. Watch this. Dude, she definitely doesn't have enough range, dude.
They still haven't buffed that move, bro. Well, she's got the while standing 4-4.
One. See, remember what I said? He definitely the defending TWT, the King of Iron Fist winner. That's the Saints. That's what he was talking about. Saints.
Oh boy, look at Kkoma. Yo, he's going for the sweep. Oh my God, what the? That's the real combo.
I ain't seen that one in a while. Punish.
Duck there. Yo, Saint with a comeback.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
That made my headphones fall off. That was crazy.
He sidestepped, but what, he just delayed just a pinch or something?
I have to watch it back in slow motion.
Jackhammer, hold it. Construction work, hold it.
Look at all that cement, Steve. It's all broken up over there.
I was about to say it, and not the way you said it.
Dangerous stage to play on.
Oh man.
You commented. Dude, Saint's gonna bring it back.
No, he ain't.
Oh no, Saint's gonna win this match. I can feel it.
Yo, do you hear the drum? And then the applause too. It was like a live studio audience. That was sick.
That's the setup in this venue too. It's like they kind of go upward behind you guys a little
I
bit.
told you,
looks like.
that's what I was saying, dude. They brought in bleachers from the back. They were like against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Gets the wall break as well. Oh,
Jeez,
it's looking real
dude.
nice right now.
I'm
Look
telling
at how
you.
much damage. Look
I've
at
seen-
how much damage Jack used to do on the wall combo. Oh, the devil.
I've seen Saint do this way too many times. This is. Look at Saint smile. He's cheesing up there. He's like, yeah, I'm Saint. I'll kill everyone back in these times, you know.
Could not be stopped.
He's feeling good. Repping that echo.
And these guys are so good back then, Saints and JDTR. You know, I don't give them enough credit because I feel like a lot of times when I thought back about this time period, I was always like, yeah, you know, they were winning a lot, but they weren't really going up against like me and everyone. They were just coming to America and winning all tournaments because there was no other Korean stuff traveling. No one else was sponsored back then. But looking at this, you know, JDTR and Saint are in the top 8, in a stacked top 8 with Kkoma, Nobi, Ni, Subumi, etc., Take, and they're holding their own, right? So I definitely did not give them enough credit.
And so I've heard, like, it's funny because, you know, like I said, you hear a lot of people, like, not everybody is a believer. Like, I hear people talk about, like, man, Saint and them, dude, like, come on, man, they weren't that nice. It was just this. And I'm like, oh, these guys don't know. Like, they actually think, oh, that was, oh my gosh. Oh my,
Kkoma.
oh,
Yeah. You yelled out, watch what happens.
Did you hear the drum beat? And then around.
that's not on the soundboard? I want
Did you hear that drum beat?
Follow-up goes for the 4-1.
Didn't get too much damage, but more than enough this
I like the down throw.
game.
Good check.
One with the Kkoma. Saint definitely wants to take this one. He wants that momentum back.
Oh, man. Saints while standing one game with Jack is too good.
Oh, he goes to the big
Damn, bounce.
Again. Do it again.
yeah, to the side. I see it.
There it is, to do it again.
Point to the sign next time. Do it again.
Dude. Oh, the dude with the sign? I didn't know that part of it.
Helicopter turning back around here. Getting a better
No, he had it like on a digital sign.
Oh, I got you.
Are you crazy?
There's
It's a
Kid.
helicopter.
Damn, that was a laugh track from a studio audience.
Ultimate to range here. Big opportunity for Saint. Might be able to get the round. And of course, the
Yo,
crowd
this
cheers
crowd's
for
gonna get hyped.
Saint.
This has to go to final round, right?
Man, I do not remember. Oh, one.
Do it again.
Oh, man, it got to the point I was just yelling, do it again. And it just kept happening. Do it again. It just kept happening.
He may be good to you, Steve, but he's the bad guy. Did you
Oh,
see
man.
what he did?
Yeah, that was actually
To
kind of
Kazuya's long. Did you see what he did?
What?
It's totally
Funny.
Hey,
You gotta treat your
Do
elders
you
better.
know things are tense? Because, oh, the interrupt, Kkoma, the triple down 4-1. That move wasn't that bad.
Point here for Kkoma.
okay, Kkoma, here's your chance to prove me wrong. Close it out.
The mid again.
Here's your chance from years ago to prove me wrong.
Saint's gonna have to be
I don't know, man.
Oh, nice punch while standing forward.
Yeah, that was a smart block there because you don't get wall splat, wall break.
4-1.
more damage.
Damn.
Back to the wall.
All right, Saints in a bit of trouble here. Kkoma can close it out.
The launcher there.
A jackhammer. Construction.
So good. I did not realize how good this song was.
Take the detour.
No,
Nice
it's it.
punch.
Oh!
Oh, you just jinxed it, Rip. What the hell?
Oh my
Hella
God,
dead.
no, he's blocking it. Oh my
Hella
God.
dead. Hella dead. Dude. Wow, of course this is
Final round. Okay.
I hope when we watch the replay later, we have a replay of you jumping up in this chair.
Oh, man. The jump that I did right there.
Wow, insane. Yo, he's gonna clutch it out, isn't he?
And speaking of
This might be the moment that like cursed Kkoma forever.
good, you better dot those.
Oh, damn. The Kkoma curse. So it begins.
This may be where it started. Oh, okay, you got this, Kkoma.
Goes for the throw option.
What? He done?
In the open.
No wall, it's okay.
Oh, my God. The interrupt.
No way, no. Yo, all right. I'll
Proving
give it
Rip
up.
wrong.
Damn, that was tight.
Look at Kkoma popping off.
Yeah, of course.
I remember this. They used this scream in the video. I saw that.
I think I unplugged the monitor by accident.
It's okay. They don't need to know.
I definitely punched the monitor out of hype on that match. I remember that. I was like, oh, let's go. Oh.
See, now that's a huge win, right? Because we were just talking about Saint before this was like the global champ, the Evo champ. You know, and then runner-up in Evo this year, and then Kkoma beats him to eliminate him from Rev Major. Damn.
This tournament was buff.
You gotta meet him. I think you should cook a dinner.
Wow, man.
Oh man, that was good. That was
That was
good.
actually really good. I'm definitely enjoying myself right now. I hope you guys at home are enjoying yourself. Got a nice
Mm-hmm.
chunk of people in here. Make sure you guys tweet it out, man. This is the rebroadcast TWT event Rev Major 2017. That's my boy Rip on this side. Boom, there we go. How you doing over there, man? How you enjoying this trip down memory lane?
I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole top 8 live when it happened. You know, I saw like the grand finals or the winners final, one of them. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was really hyped, whatever. I was asleep through most of it though, right? The time zone for Philippines, California is so crazy. But right now, I'm watching it back. It's insane. The matches, that one we just saw, Kkoma and Sane, that's crazy, dude. I realized, and I really thought that Kkoma was going to choke it out there and that Sane was going to be like, look, I'm Clutch Saint right now. It's 2017, bro. I'm Echo Fox Saint. You can't stop me. But no, he got stopped by Kkoma.
Look, I think that this is one of the things. I came from the Philippines after this event, and I was like, bro, you guys don't know, man. It's
You told
crazy.
me that.
I was like, bro, and one of the people like I was talking to a lot of people that a lot of the players. That's one of the first time I saw Mott's as a player, and I was like, man. And then Markman was like, bro, look, this dude Mott's is actually ridiculous, and I'm like, and a Nina player, and I'm like, there's so many players that I was introduced to over there just in that instance that like I can't believe that like what we're 3 years afterwards and they're still like a threat. And on top of that, you just get to see and I get to think about like how far they've come, man. It's a really cool thing to see.
Exactly, guys. But we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to continue through this trip down memory lane watching Rev Major 2017. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Welcome back, people. We are returning once again. The rebroadcast of the 2017 Rev Major will continue. Rip, man, how are you feeling right now, man? Going back down memory lane, looking at some old-fashioned good-ass Tekken. How's it feel, man?
It hurts.
He
I'm like,
said it
I
hurts.
want to be at events right now, you know? Like, it's so cool. Like, watch these guys play and battle and seeing how much the game has changed, you know, from back then. Like, I didn't expect when we were watching this to see so many wall bounces that don't wall bounce. You know, like,
Right.
there's been a ton. There's been from 3 different characters, Shaheen, Dragonov, and Jack, all of it wall bounces that weren't even wall bounces back then. Nobody even knew that there were going to be wall bounces, you know? So it's
No,
been
it's
an
true.
interesting trip so far. And the matches are only going to get crazier. I know that much. Because we still have JDCR and Nee in the winter final of this thing. You know, they might run it back and lose the side of things too in the grand finals. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna get back into this good old rebroadcast. Rev Major, my first trip there, one of the best times I've ever had. I went and seen like so much stuff while I was there. Saw some dope matches, played a bunch of video games. Not even only just Tekken, just a bunch of dope games with people. It was so fun.
Yeah, you know, when we went last year to Rev Major, I didn't get to play anybody. I played no one from the Philippines in Tekken while we were there. So I have to go back again just to play people. Just to play people.
I'll line them up for you, Rip. Don't even worry about it. I got you, bro.
All right, that's the plan. All right, so this was the replay of where we left off. Kkoma saying this match was nuts. Final round situation. Look at final round of the first game too. I think second game was also final round.
Was it? No, yeah, he ran it back. He ran it back.
Yeah.
I think ran it all the way back. He
Look
was
at
like,
this
yeah, he's gonna
comeback.
run it back.
Yeah, Saint dashed into that down forward one. That's how you caught the sidestep there. You asked about that earlier. Dashing helps your tracking. And look at that final round situation game 2. Goes to the final game. Damn. He was cheesing too. He's like, yo, I'm Echo Fox Saint.
That was so sick. And then drops the combo. This is where I'm like, bro, mentally broken. I would have been right there. I just would have been like,
That's
geez,
true.
jeez, I lost this match just because I dropped that combo.
How does Kkoma keep his composure after like screaming like that mid match?
Oh my gosh. And this is when like I want to go and look at old photos of Kkoma playing and just to get a shot of his eyes. Bro, he goes full evil mode. Like, right, you see this? He's there before he won, he looked evil as hell. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And the slow motion pop off. Oh, I think this is the first time I work with
Damn,
Fart.
look at JD and Saint down, or JD and Dimebag down there too.
Somebody said the Tekken, this 2017 arc was ridiculous.
Look, there's a do it again sign right there between
Where?
you and Mark.
Oh
between
no,
you
I
and
guess
Mark.
it is before this.
Oh man, nicely done.
It definitely does not get any harder than this. Like I said, this is when it gets to the
Oh man.
Yeah,
please
Symbiote.
kill.
This 2017 arc was ridiculous. But then, yeah, the 2017 arc was dope. The 2019 we get Arson Ash. Like, what the hell, dude?
That's what I was telling people. I told people that Tekken was like an anime. I was like, bro, it's like an anime. Each season, it gets crazy and crazy. Now we got the Pakistan arc, bro. Do you not understand how godlike that is? We get a brand new opening.
Man, I got so sad. I just realized this was supposed to be the year.
This is the
Well, we
year.
got to see what happens now. Everyone knows Pakistan exists. You know, now we're going to see what happens. Oh, man, the next season's going to be so good. It got
Next
delayed.
season's gonna be ridiculous, man. Did you see the finale of last season of Tekken? It's gonna be
Oh,
real.
Dude, this
Wait till
cliffhanger
next
ending. I can't wait to see how it continues.
Comes back next season with a brand new opening.
I feel like she's like the new Jack.
I know, right?
Oh, man, I know chat's still talking about Sonic Fox right now. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if that's
The
the way the
Sonic
arc plays out?
Sonic Fox versus Pakistan arc. Oh my
But,
god.
like, nobody saw it coming when we were talking about Pakistan, right? Oh, dude, this could be so crazy.
Oh, look at this. We don't even have a tournament season. We get hype about us.
That was a good duck there from Take. He stayed ducked with both hits. Rayjard, he's got a tiny pick, so that's gonna kill. That was
That's not
tight.
fair, man. They're boys, man. That was
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like some. Like, you know what? I know you like to do it.
To the match again.
Ducked both hits for the Rayjard. Nice, dude.
Take on the tape.
Yeah, it's always good to like watch like two friends play each other because like they definitely just expose each other's habits.
I wonder if, like, when Kokoma's watching this, or, you know, any of these guys who are the players in this, if they watch it, they look back like, man, I was so bad at this game back then. I didn't know to do this in that situation. sort of deal, you know, like that combo that Kkoma dropped there. Maybe he would have used while standing forward nowadays because he's dropped that against Saint in Rev Major 2017, you know?
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, you go back and you look at certain stuff. Like, there are times, like, I saw, like, punishes that were missed. They were very easy punishes. But, like, that lets you know, like, how, like, caught up they were in the moment. And they were just so scared that, like, sometimes you drop stuff. That's why, like, tournament nerves and, like, pressure is a real thing. And you don't know it until you actually face it.
Oh, boy. That was a huge bet.
Oh, nice combo there from Nobi.
Oh, the Chris Benoit.
Goes into the running too.
Oh man, Dizzy DZ in the chat pointed out a good one. He's like, first Kudon's rising from the ashes, then a panda wins it out of everything, you know, and then out of nowhere, and then a country rises up to assert dominance. Like, what the hell kind of anime arc is that? That's crazy. Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna be here for the next season. Watch, I'm trying to catch up on all of that.
So good.
All right.
He's down twos, attacking the ankles.
Again, great block this time. Able to get a punish here. And the mix goes for the full unblockable here. Man, do it again.
Look at this movement though.
I just thought it looked so cool.
Man, Kazumi in this game was definitely a different beast. The range where she's able to like punish you is just so dumb.
Wow, great stuff.
Swing in front, swing, miss, down 4-1. Thanks.
That was tough, man. This girl is
And then when they like mess with down 4-1, that's when you saw more of the running twos. It's like, well, I can't lock you down to down 4-1 anymore. Now I'm gonna go to running two. At least this way, if you try to sidestep, I can catch you. And like, that's what I mean. Like, you can see like the meta change for specific characters when they change, just the smallest things about them, and it plays out. It definitely plays
and
out.
that move now, Kazumi's running two is easier to step. So that's one of the things that Arslan Ash was talking about. And by talking, I mean, you know, maybe a little bit of a complaining way. I mean, of course, right? If your character gets nerfed, like, you're gonna complain about it. Like, I still complain about Law's wall combo getting nerfed.
Yes, you do.
Going to season 3.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes,
that
you
would have killed in season 2. You know, like, I say that all the time.
in the arcade, that would have killed the season 2. Ripper playing in the arcade. No.
Actually, that's my favorite part about going back to Japan when playing the arcade in season 2. I'm like, oh, I got my wall combo back. Let's go.
I remember I was legit like, I was there with like Anakin and stuff. He's like, yo man, you want to go to the arcade and play Tekken? I was like, but it's the old season. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, all right, let's go.
It actually doesn't matter. It's so weird. Like, you would think that you wouldn't want to necessarily, but because it's the older version. But for some reason, it's so fun still.
Oh yeah. Because like I said, you still have to play a certain way, right? Like, you're still like aware of the same tools. So.
Yeah, the game's not actually that different. I keep telling people that, and people don't really seem to understand me. But like, it's still like so similar to how it was in season 2 even.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're in a Kkoma, fine. You can say a lot has changed. You know.
You can say a lot has changed. Yeah.
Damn, girl. That was a good ass race drive.
No, you're right though. Like, going back, and that's why I was mentioning earlier. Like, as a player, you go back and you say, "Oh man, this definitely didn't work the same," or they definitely like acted a different way in this scenario as they did last time, and it could just come from like knowledge.
Wow, he just finished it. See, nobody that was expecting this 2 down forward ones in a row. Instead, Take just let it rock. Damn, Take!
Wow, he just kept ducking against the wall. My man committed to the duck. So backdash that whiff?
Dude, hold on. Does Take 2-0 Nobi? That doesn't ring a bell. I feel like we're supposed to see Nobi running all the way back to the losers or something.
I don't know, man. It don't look like it's going his way. I told you.
No, it definitely does not. Take's beating the crap out of him.
Tearing them legs up.
The thing, you know, like, I don't recognize Take playing like this at all last year. Like, obviously at EVO he must have had a super good run, but there are so many high streaks when you watch him play here where he's just like instant duck, hop kick punish against highs. Like, man, he was so on point back then. Oh, that was the mess up. I jinxed them like retroactively.
Dang, the future jinx. We're gonna talk about that.
Way.
He's got like, man, I just felt it. Dang, he got 2-0. Smoked.
That was really easy for Take. Damn.
Smoked.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
No, team kills. That's what happens. I remember I used that back a long time ago. I have to play a friend in the top 8 or something like that, or a top 16. We never
I
get
hated
mad.
that, dude. When
I
I
never
first
get
ever
mad.
started competing. Oh, really? I hated it.
I love it.
'Cause for
My
me,
friend
it's like,
used to get mad.
oh, well, because you were winning?
No, it was just one of those things. Like, man, well, I ain't gonna say my friend. People used to complain like, man, it sucks we came all this way and now we got to play each other. I'm like, no, man, this means we're that good.
I see. See, for me, it was like, there were so many good players in our region that, like, we met probably before, like, top 8 even or something, you know? Like, I'm talking about back in Tekken 5 when I started competing, right? Like, the guy used to drive me around in tournaments or whatever and take me around and show me where all the spots were. We'd end up playing randomly in tournament, and yeah, I definitely had the higher tier character, so he would get mad when I beat him in tournament too. But the thing about it was, like, I didn't care to play more. We played each other plenty, you know, and like I just wanted to see how I was doing against everyone else. We both did. So to eliminate one of your, you know, each other, it's like, well, you better win this shit now, you know? Like,
Hey, that's
damn.
what it is, man. You have to give them the collective energy, the spirit bomb. You have to give all that competitive energy to the person who beat you.
Wow, look at
Oh,
this.
snaps.
Here
Oh,
it is.
snaps.
Winners final.
Duncan, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors. Damn, rock.
Oh, and
JD gets it with paper.
Okay, all right, all right.
Damn, that's so crazy on the winner's mindset. Episode I had with them, we talked about rock, paper, scissors, and game theory.
Really?
I forgot. I didn't even like relate that to having to do it to pick sides or anything when we talked about it. That's so crazy now to look back at this. I wonder if he studied that after he started competing Tekken, or if he knew about that before Tekken. You know what I mean? I don't know. Now I gotta ask him. Damn. That's for the next episode. It's coming out this week, by the way.
Hey. Now you got something to ask him about.
Yeah, I will.
With the monitor height. Oh, look at him go.
Damn, I didn't know about this either. Adjusting the monitor height.
They were super attentive on the stage, though. Every time. They always double check, like, hey, you guys need water, a whole turkey. What's up? What y'all need, man?
Philippines, I'm having an amazing time.
Oh yeah, Jack, get ready.
Crowd out there, I'm glad
Yo,
you
this
guys
is
love
actually
Tekken
the
like how I
match.
love Tekken. Man, it makes me so happy. I'm telling you
Yeah,
now,
I mean, Rev Major instantly shot up to the top right there. Like, I was like, oh, this is definitely like a legendary event already.
First to 3.
Ooh man.
this is the crazy part. This
Oh,
is the real
man.
battle. Who are they gonna pick?
These, dude, like, I don't think people understand, like, how many times, like, how good of a match this was. I was actually going crazy.
I know, right?
Oh,
But there's more Tekken next week.
There is definitely more Tekken next week.
I feel like I've only seen highlights of this.
What'd you say? If you think you own it now?
it's one of those things you want to keep it good so you can't watch it too much. You got to be like, damn, that was some good ass Tekken. All right, see you in 2 years. And then you come back and was
See you
like,
in 2 years.
damn, that's some good ass Tekken. You just come back, man.
Exactly where I'm coming from. Alright, double check
All right,
those
man.
buttons.
JDCR versus knee.
Okay.
So look at the
Man, that bad boy. You actually couldn't even walk down on the floor right. Like the floor right in front,
There is no floor. It's just bodies.
it was smoked.
The legend
Nobody was walking around there.
Look how far back it goes. I didn't even realize that. It's pretty deep.
Yeah, dude, when I don't think I had ever seen anything like that at that time. Like when I was there, I was like, man, and it was like in this mall that was still being built too.
It doesn't matter who you want to win. This is
It doesn't matter who you want to win. Just make
Oh, I
some
think I
damn
said
noise.
it. I think I just did. I say make some noise, or I say some good ass Tekken.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Let me get to him. This is good. This is ready.
All right, JDCR picking Dragunov, going up against Knee. Of course,
Wow, just instant while standing 4 from JDCR, running 2.
Yeah, the run should on point, man.
That's another one of those moves. Didn't they make it easier to step?
Ooh, a 4-2.
I think so.
What a block by JDCR. Goes for that 1-2. Now 3 tries to go for
It's
that
offense
low
by
kick.
knee, though.
JDCR fighting back out of this corner.
Man,
It's
I was,
definitely gonna be one of those matches that's gonna make me not talk.
right?
JDCR, of course,
I'm only gonna be able to talk at the intervals at the end of the rounds.
A lot of people forget that Tekken rounds are 60 seconds, so you don't have much time to make a lot happen, especially when it gets down
Trying to
to
get
those
away from
final
that wall.
60 seconds.
Knee's trying to keep him close to the wall, though.
Finishes the string. Nice
And
punish.
damn, that was tight. You thought it was counter confirmed. He knew it wasn't. He let him finish it. That was tight.
showing how many players have both of
There's so many things I bet if you watched it like really slow, you could pick up like what they were doing.
see multiple characters
Oh,
on both
yeah.
ends.
Man, I might have to do that.
I was about to say, why don't you do that?
Especially since this match, this opening match is so close right now.
Yo, look at the oh, look at them dancing though. Oh, oh!
That Kenpo back. That's actually one of the nerfs they gave Fang.
Yep,
And
yep.
he dives from the wall. Dude, it looked like Fang Wei was yelling at him when he hit him with shoulder. He's like, I told you. I was going to
He actually does. He's like, ah! He's like yelling in his ear. Shut up! All right, let me stop.
Fang is the
All right.
best, dude.
so sick.
Yeah, Yeah, wait till we get to the final round, my friend. I'm gonna
Wait till we get to the final round, Marcus. He knew the future, dude.
Right?
the shoulder too.
The knife. Oh, didn't block it this time. No
Damn,
time.
back
Didn't get the
tempo,
combo.
RIP.
Standing too there.
Seriously, dude. Back Kempo stat back then was ridiculous. I kind of hope that they give it back to him.
Spooky was saying this earlier before. He's a very slippery character. Gino is right.
Look at the sweat glistening.
Yeah.
Look at the sweat and glistening.
Maybe maybe that was one of those changes that was like overdone. You know, maybe they can go like in the halfway point of it, whatever it is, in terms of recovery.
Meet him in the middle.
At this point, it was like super fast and like super evasive, you know. Then now it's like a little bit too slow, so maybe go halfway.
Half speed, crank it back up to 1.5.
Exactly. Time winding down. 5.
Oh, bro, look! I didn't know who had the life lead.
Oh, I love that shoulder there too. That was such a good call. He faked the low, you know, but then JD's like, nah, man, no low's gonna take the life lead from me unless it was like down back 4.
There's that back tempo again. Headbutt. Man, it's slow enough to where it's like if you try to sidestep, and I guess that's why he was using it. If the headbutt is slow enough to where if you try to sidestep up close, which JDCR is doing a lot, it'll still get you, especially if you commit to like a down 4-1, which JDCR was definitely doing.
Yeah, JD definitely messed with the combo there. He definitely had nerves right there. Wow,
back
back
tempo.
tempo.
It's like he just moves to the side like Iron Man when he dodged the rocket. Oof. Ah,
Get off of me, dude.
get off of me.
Oh!
Oh,
Wow,
you're
it's a
dead.
back throw?
Yo, he hit him with the assassin
Final
strike.
round, game 1.
Went through with the easy, yo. He was like, yo, bro, stop touching me, dude. I'm just trying to get to the store before it closes.
Look at the sidewalk from JD too.
I told you, man.
Counter hit running 2.
I like that small delay. He says, I don't believe you're going to do it. Hits a button.
He stepped on his J's. You saw how Fang Wei got mad. Like, come on, bro. I just got these.
Got the blue one. Yep.
Do it again.
Oh, he has to be careful, just out of range.
Oh, do it again.
Oh, man. Russian
Down
assault.
4-1. Do that again.
Oh, what a
Did do that again. Oh, side before the wall?
Oh, I
Damn.
didn't think that was going to kill.
I don't know.
I told you, look at D pop it off. He's like, that's right.
Fashion.
I don't know if that was guaranteed.
The crowd is dead.
Looking at it right now, I don't know if that was guaranteed. I feel like JD might have been able to tech roll.
I think so, too, because I didn't see the wall. I think I saw the life bar reset. And that's how I can tell if it's a combo. If that life bar reset, I'm like, well, you could have tech, bro.
man. They stick to the characters, though.
All right.
Go right into the second match.
This is first.
Just dashed up, tried to get the throw, knee still ready with the back dash. Okay.
Character switches left. All right, they're dancing a little bit.
Damn, that's such a huge mistake to like when you're looking back at this match. Like this match is so iconic and JD Shot didn't tech roll the wall combo. Like what?
And I really wonder why JDCR just didn't go with Heihachi.
Backing him up to that wall. Man, need spacing and keep people close to this wall is on another level.
It's gonna be a long battle between these two. You know, maybe he's saving it for later. Wow, what a low parry.
And still gets the roll parry. That's what I like to see.
Wall?
Dude, the crowd here, man. Oh, he messed up while standing forward. I'm telling you, he had so much nerves here.
Back 2. Down 4-1. Goes for the down
Yo, you
3.
should definitely just talk to JDCR about this.
To take that first round.
You should definitely just talk to him about this, like straight up.
Both these players showing each other a lot of respect here. Goes for the stepping kick. Oh, it's a
Damn!
Jeez.
And he dropped it too.
Nerves.
That was a crazy series there. I don't know what happened, but do it again.
That was such a good segue. That was Gala.
I practiced.
Shout out to my boy Say Jam. I know you're watching at home.
Oh.
Look at this. Both again.
Oh,
You know, he's been using that reverse tempo step
Boy,
a lot,
say
too,
jam.
evading a lot of Dragon Out's approach here.
bro, look at how they're fighting up close and still whiffing. Good defense on the side of Nito.
Wow, he made that
Look
one
at that
too.
single back dash out of the back 1+2.
Another level right now.
Down 2, down 4.
And dude, it's messed up because now since he's doing back Kempo, you have to commit so much harder with the down 2.
Able to get it. But JDC
I mean, and it's so tricky too because you already know Neek can backdash cancel out away from you anyway. So you got the backdash cancel plus he's got back Kempo step from the backdash cancel.
Perry, you gonna finish your string on me? Oh wow, actually hits this
How
time.
dare you finish strings on me?
Finish strings on me.
Fang Wei's go for that setup at first
That sounds like an anime scene too.
Yeah, right.
oddly enough versus JDCR, one of the best players in the world.
Man, they are swinging right now.
I can't believe what?
He's just
I
staying
felt the
away
same
from
way
him.
you just felt right there
Looking for his
in the
opportunity.
past.
All talking about with the what?
yeah, the what, like I was like, I rolled my eyes, like, what the hell just happened?
I was desensitized. I was like, I literally in my head, I was like, Steve, that was right. That's what I just thought. I was like, yep, that was still weird.
Goes for that forward two.
15 seconds every round, winding down in time, huh?
What's he gonna do? He does have rage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Give Harada a raise!
Somebody give
Jesus
Harada a raise.
Christ. Oh my god, what?
Close it out. 2 rounds for 1.
Wow. Wow.
And again, remember, this
Maybe
is
I haven't seen all of this match. What the hell? I would have remembered that.
Let's. Oh god, almost said a bad word.
what a whiff punish there from Neve.
Look at JDCR trying to get out of this corner. Side stepping to the left. Block.
Oh, that was long punch.
Oh.
I forgot he had that nut punch move. I haven't seen Fangle do that in so long.
Didn't he get that in tag too?
Now you got me all confused, bro. I feel like it's a Tekken 7 move.
What's he gonna do now?
Oh, finishes the string.
Great patience here.
See that Kimpo step just to get out of the way.
Oh man, just dunking in front of his face. Hit him in his legs, knocked the wood off the wall. You saw that?
One. Get off of me.
Get off of me, bro. Get, oh no
Damn, he
way.
ran into
Making a
it.
piece.
What?
How did that whiff?
He rolls forward? No way. You can do a rage art. No way. No way, right?
Oh!
Step on it!
Oh.
He's got the life lead!
Oh my god! I'm telling you right now, this tournament was so sick. It was
This
so
is
sick.
crazy, dude!
Who is this dude in the sweatsuit? I almost punched him. I don't even know
What are you... you breaking stuff at home? That would have been my arm, Steve. Come on now.
Did you hear me? I was like, who is this dude next to me? I almost punched him. That was real. Because he jumped up when that happened. I was like, whoa, who is this?
But man, that last round,
That was sick though, right? That was godlike, right? Okay, we're in agreement. He was about to punch me.
I
was
cannot
about to
believe
punch him.
JD won that round. After the rage drive was blocked.
Yeah, it's...
He said I was about to punch you. I was like, yeah, because I was about to punch you too.
Oh wow, Kimpo to get out again. Get off of me.
Get off of me. Hands off the beret.
This is what it's like to see gods go at it. I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't want to do this anymore. Just think, we haven't even had slow-mo.
Put cameraman on the mic. I don't want to do it anymore.
Down for a blow.
Dude!
Oh, judo shot right in the side of the neck.
Grip hits you. That's why
Dude!
Stomp? No.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Oh, she's dancing. Nice block. Woo!
Oh my god!
What the? Oh my god, dude. Look at the crowd.
Bro, when I tell you, look at me standing up. I'm standing up right now, walking
I can't even
around.
know you were back there. You're up above me, I see.
these matches are so good.
Dude, safe there in that little
Food
cut.
is so good. You have to go in the kitchen and thank the cook. I'm like, yo, damn, man. This is a good-ass match. It's a good-ass Tekken. I want 2 more.
Ah,
Character select screen.
Is that
there
where
we
it's
go.
from? Is
Maybe,
that the
I
first
think
good
that,
ass Tekken?
I think that's the first good ass Tekken right there.
That isn't even over.
Damn, was that it?
That might have been the first one.
We gotta go get the circle, man. We gotta go make sure.
Oh my.
Get the what?
You know,
Yeah.
the last 2 rounds, we didn't even say anything.
United States circa
I felt like I was
2017.
talking.
No.
In my head, I was
whatever.
talking. I thought I
All right, whatever. That was the beginning.
Damn, man.
I hope you guys clipped that, man. That was a good one.
That was actually good. That was it. That was the first one.
Exploded like a South Park character. I'm telling you right now. My blood everywhere.
Let's aim for that.
No,
Let's do it.
dude, we do not need that. Infinity.
Oh, man.
All right, and they're sticking to their guns here.
This
Now-
is winner's final.
There's no walls here, so it's going to come down to spacing.
Oh, the drop.
Trying to move. It looks like JDCR, he's going to be locked in with Dragunov for the entire set. He's going to have to win 3 straight matches if he wants to move into grand finals. But
Yo,
right now,
just
he's
dashing
one
up
match
down
away
4-1. He's doing that because he knows that JDCR is still sidestepping, so he's trying to
Nice
catch him.
running 2 here. Good pressure
Kimpo.
from JDCR. What a block.
Damn, that Russian assault.
Wow.
Oh, JDCR waking up.
Oh, wow, he drops it.
Jam, why you gotta jinx him, Steve? Just like that, you make him drop the combo. He's gonna lose the whole round now because of you. JDCR waking up, dropping the combo, knee with the rage art. JDCR loses the round. Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
You can see now, JDCR.
Hey, man.
Very
It's coming back.
cracking by
Coming back. I'm starting to remember.
drop a combo, and that gave neither round in his last potential game.
He has another chance here, though. He got a big
Yeah, that was
launch.
an
He
interesting
doesn't have
twist
the
with down
life lead
4-2.
here so far. More pressure from JDCR.
Man, JDCR is in there. My man's rushing. Oh, yeah, he's doing. So you can tell me he's doing like these delayed, like mid launchers and stuff like that because he knows the JDCR is sidestepping. He's trying to catch him mid step. And now JDCR is overcommitting because he knows Knee is backstepping. So he's going in even further. And like he's basically trying to bait him. You can see it too.
Man, this music's so good.
It's so good.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
This is where JDCR, like, man, he was so good. Not saying that he's not good now either, by the way. But I feel like at the time when they were in Echo Fox and everything, and they were like, you know, just like really dominating everything, I feel like that was a different level.
Dude, they even said it though. Remember how many times like they talked about like Echo Fox, and it wasn't a lot of Tekken players that were sponsored where they actually got to go and represent these events. So like it was big for them too, right? Like it was big for JDCR as well as Saint because like there's not even right now Knee's not even sponsored.
Yeah, and this is what we're watching. There's no Rocks Dragons Knee.
Right,
this
there's
is
no
just
Rocks
regular
Dragons
ass Knee from
This
Korea.
yeah, right. So it's like think about that. Like you could tell they were like, man, we get to go to all these places and play all these amazing players now because they're now sponsored.
I wonder if there was like something like the back of Knee's mind like doing this event too, where it's like, well, why is this guy sponsored and not me? You know, like I'm Knee, or if he was getting sponsor offers back then, like not just like turning him down for whatever reason.
Let's go.
The crowd's like, yeah,
Woo, yeah.
Oh, good. That guy sang the song.
We'll see what he's gonna do here. But you can never count him out. JDCR, of course, one of the best in the world for a reason.
Oh yeah, Knee's turtling is actually
they are
next
dancing.
level now.
It's like offensive turtling. It's so great. He's playing so compact. Really hard for JDCR to get anything in.
I like that offensive turtling.
Oh my goodness. He did crouch dash to wall rising too there. Something we haven't yet seen in the
There's a lot of different play styles, man. Somebody's looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, offensive turtling, what?
He went for it.
Damn, back hip step doesn't work out that time. Time always being a factor in these rounds. 10 seconds.
Down 4-4 is down 4-4 from Dragunov is super weird.
Why would you? Dude, he could have died there.
Yeah,
He could
definitely
that
died.
that down 4-4 he went for there could have been rage out on tech roll, you know what I mean? And boom, next thing you know, he loses the game. That's it. That's the whole set. That would have been the set.
And that's a real thing that definitely happens. It happens sometimes when people get wall splat, but they get the quick tech wall splat, and they're like, oh, they got up. Rage art, whip. Rage art of my own.
Yeah, and JDCR down 4-2s moving here into game 3 have been really on point. Catching him either stepping or like when he's trying to duck for like a low that he's been conditioned for. So JDCR, he's like willing to throw these things out there, like semi-risky, right? Like -12, it's like something that's not launch punchable. But damn, look at the pressure.
JDCR smelled blood. He's going for the kill.
He hella smells blood.
The down 4-4, man, from Dragunov, like, it has some weird evasion properties, especially you sidestep, do it down 4-4. I've been seeing it whiff for, like, stuff to try to punish it, just completely whiff. Can't even make them block.
What?
Can't even make them block, man.
Damn. I see people in chat talking about like, 2017 Tekken when the input delay was different, right? Because Knee was like in 2018 when it became like the year Knee was like, yeah, man, they changed the input delay, and now I can't lose. You know, like, that's not what he said, but basically what he said.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be the next thing.
Bro,
We'll
did
see
you
it.
see that set with JDCR
And the book bag.
and me, and then the book bag, and I didn't know what was happening.
Here we go. Back
The
to
book bag,
Wall
Steve?
stage.
Steve still doesn't know what's happening
I
with that book
still
bag.
don't know what's happening with that book bag.
Wow, just ducks the throw.
Book bag still in that building right now.
You want to chronicle that for later. The fact that Knee ducked.
Damn, we're getting to the point now in the set where they're going for the mix-ups, right? Like the first 2 games where, let's play our game, it's going to be close back and forth action. And now it's like, all right, based on what you did to me those first 2 games, I'm going to start hitting you with the mix-ups.
Yeah, there are mix-ups as well. You gotta be very careful.
And it's very rarely we had, like, I felt like it was so rare for us to get these kind of sets where it was like Knee JDCR, like winners finals first to 3, where we got like a full, I feel like this is one of the sets where I felt like, man, this is full realization of a set between these two. Like, that's how good it was.
Yeah. Damn, that mix-up there. Instant running 2s and down 2s all day. Finna down 2. Finna Dragon Assault. Dragon Assault?
Damn, that's a
Whoa.
sick ass name.
Yo,
Dragon
does Law
Assault?
have a Dragon Assault move? Can we get a Dragon Assault added?
But he's still playing a very defensive.
Damn, it'd have to be a running move, like Russian Assault, but different.
That should have been the name of Legend Kick.
Nah, that's whack.
Fine. Legend Kick is pretty good, even though it's not the name of the move.
I mean, it should be Legend Kick.
Yep.
You know, a Legend's Kick, so.
Dragon Flight.
That's the name. That's not the name of the move.
That's the name of the move. That's the name of the move. Dragon Flight.
Don't ever remind me of that again. It is forever Legend.
Why do you think I never call it that, man? I call it Legend Kick.
I don't even know why you just put that in my head. I'm just gonna get it. Now I'm gonna see it. I'm like, oh, what is it? Flying dragon, flying high. What is it?
Oh god. Man, JD's turned things around like so crazy here.
Not this round.
Oh, I jinxed him. I jinxed him.
Not that round.
All right, bring it back, Nee. I want a final round of this game. Don't let it slip away from you.
Yeah, and now he's like kind of staying at that range and going for a bunch of mids and lows, and now Knee's like hesitating. He's got him on the rope.
What?
Wow. Tell me they sped up that power crush. I feel like they definitely sped up the power crush. Because that was bad.
Yeah, man, back Kempo step was definitely too good.
It was a terror, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to catch him sidewalking on that wall. No, not this time. Oof.
I think that's the
back
problem, right?
tempo. Right there, that's
That
bull.
you can block it. That
That
was the
was
garbage
bull.
part of it.
Get off of me, bro.
Yo, smart stuff. Just mixing up the timing there with the next low, so it wouldn't be as easily low paired or something. That was smart.
When was the last time we've seen this? They're on different teams now. And I don't even remember the last time we've seen
That's
this.
such a good point. As far as I know, JDCR is not even on a team.
No, he's not, especially now.
Yeah. I mean, Saint is still on.
GG.
Yeah, exactly. Genuine Gaming.
Someone's gonna burn.
Somebody's gotta burn.
My Jordans.
Winner's side. Somebody
My
has to go
Jordans.
to the loser side, fight their way back from hell, you know?
All right, final game. Winner's
Damn,
final.
dude. This set is crazy. Man, I can't believe I was there. That was Gala.
So Nee won the first two. JDCR brings it back to.
But again, 2-2 here. This is the final match of Winners Finals. Give it up,
This
everybody.
is definitely the final match of Winners Final.
The offense. This is the JDCR, remember? Like, he wasn't even hitting you with like crazy combos. He was just poking you to death. And I feel like Nee could go either way. Sometimes he'll open you up and get like big damage on combos, but he can poke you out just the same. Because he'll lame you out.
Down to. Damn, get off.
Back one. Talk to the hand.
There are a lot of tools that we haven't yet seen that JDCR might not even be expecting.
Oh, Nee. Like, yeah, see, like that was not the best whip punch from Nee there. That should have been the round for him. If he loses this round, that was like a big mistake right there. Could have been a hop kick probably. Like the range a little bit short of Fang's hop kick, but 4-3-4 for sure. Oh my God, he loses the round. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Wow. So he should have won the round. Then JDCR should have lost the round, and then JDCR won the round.
I know, man. I know.
That's crazy.
But that was an amazing.
This is what happens at like the highest level though, right? Like these mistakes, like they're huge.
Again with the running too.
Yep. And now he's going in a little harder now because he knows he's trying to use that Kempo step.
Not gonna be able to get a combo down 4-1.
Stuck. Oh.
Mark said it too.
Again, they're about even on life here. Who's
Yeah, that's like yeah, something you gotta look for, especially on delay like that. If you're not gonna do anything.
Too slow.
Now we see a very, very rare crack from Nee.
No, Knee's definitely feeling the pressure here.
Music is so
There's been multiple
simple, man. It's
mistakes.
crazy. It's like, I know both you guys want to win. Rage drive. Oh, block the
Yeah, that was a good hop kick there. Oh, God, see it again. Oh, my God.
He just knew that he was going to do something.
rage drive.
I mean, he should have done it before for the whip punish, you know?
Shoulder. All right.
Knee and JDCR putting on quite
Bro,
a
this
show
is
here.
so
Like I
good.
said,
Oh
it's
my
a battle
gosh.
of the gods for sure.
And
This is definitely Battle of the Gods.
Mm-hmm.
In a volcano?
Right, yeah, the
Tell-
stage is
tell
setting is
the Lord,
perfect, dude.
Steve.
As
Tell
you
him
said
the
it, the
Lord,
lava
Steve.
was flying through the
It was
air.
like-
Dude,
do the win.
Get a lot higher when the game looks this good. Judo chop
Beautiful.
side of the neck.
That's the same way JDCR uses electrics, too.
Oh, wow.
Missed the last hit. Oh!
Damn, he got the full launch, too. It wasn't even considered like a float stage.
Not even just a normal
It's as he was getting back up.
no roll.
Oh, he went for it there.
Oh, wow.
Double rage. It's always double rage with these guys.
I like it.
Damn, he tried to do the side to 1% and JDCR set point.
And this is really
He ran it back?
to this lead. Who's gonna take it?
Back four. Oh, making a pizza. You gotta beat up the dough. That's why the bread is so good.
And this could be a huge comeback, of course, for JDCR if he's able to take this.
Oh,
the
Hop kick.
oh.
We haven't seen many hop kicks. Blocks it again.
Oh, into the big low. What's he gonna do?
Oh, no.
He went right
Oh,
up.
no.
That's it.
Final round.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bro, this match. Oh my gosh.
The crowd
I
erupts.
like it. He went for the 10 streak starter. Trying to catch him cracking it again.
Bro, I'm legit in awe. I can't even talk.
Oh, nice 1-2.
I'm intrigued. I want to
I'm-
know who
I'm-
wins.
I am talking. Listen to the other commentary. This is good.
Caught him. This could be a lot of damage. Into the down
Oh
to
my god.
Got him.
JDCR moves on to grand finals. Echo Fox. JDCR.
Who is shaking? Saint is shaking his hand.
Damn, what a set.
Good set from both of these players. And man, we are gonna go.
Still
Damn,
tension.
no handshake.
We're gonna see
Still
more
tension.
Tekken action.
Still tension.
No
I'm telling you,
handshake.
bro.
Wasn't ready for this, Steve.
I was not prepared.
He shook Saint's hand.
Moments where we didn't even do commentary. We were just stunned.
That's the Saint.
And that's why this is so
right
sick.
Right there.
That's why this
Right
is so
over
sick,
there.
actually.
Right there, Saint. You
Wow.
I know, man.
That's how we all feel inside
That's how
right
we
now.
all
He looks like a
Man,
Titan from
working
the
with
season.
Farp, I forgot all about that, man.
Mhm.
Shout outs to Farp,
He's one
man.
of those guys.
Yeah, dude.
But let's
Hope
see
you're doing
what-
good
let's
out
go
there.
look at the match. Let's see what happened.
Man,
That was a
I feel
crazy
like
set.
1,000 replays from this
Dude,
Super Bowl.
How do you win that set and not win the tournament? You know what I mean? Like you feel the tournament should be over right there. You know, like
That
I
was all
did
the
it.
gas.
I
That
did
was
it,
all the
right?
gas, bro. That was it. That was every amount of like the competitive energy. He expended all his chakra in that match. That's what happened. Made it to the last show. That's what happens, dude. When they say I ran out of chakra, that's what they mean.
Watching this one back right now, the winners final, it's so clear to me that both of them wanted to win so bad for this set.
It was only
Because of the number of mistakes they made against each other. You know, like it's so uncharacteristic for both. This was crazy. And then he didn't even whip punish.
Yo, did you see the commando roll to
He
the
was
side?
still like,
And
you know,
still 2 seconds left on
mind
the clock
wrecked
to close that third
from
round.
what just went down.
4 seconds left on the clock. What's about to happen? Look at
This
that.
comeback too.
Time
God,
match. Oh my
It
god.
just backs up.
out of here.
I'm out of here.
Curious to see if there was any moment where the camera caught you jumping up and down again.
Nah, man. I
How
don't
about when you picked up the chair?
Dude,
Yo, the
I don't
crowd
remember
loves
talking
me
about it.
too.
I had a memory lapse. I don't even remember
They love him
much
so
of
much
it.
they got him DQ'd this past year. Remember? Because he didn't come
Right.
back in time.
Didn't come back, man. He was talking to the people, man.
I just got those.
People's
He
champion
he
name,
fixed the monitor right
Rev
after.
Major, dude. Oh my! Look at those mistakes, dude. Yeah, like it's so uncharacteristic. The number of mistakes. Look, I look. He's like, settle down. I gotta stay focused.
It was
Gotta stay
Saint
focused.
talking. It was Saint talking to JDCR. He's like,
Looking at the same thing.
Look, handshake, bro.
Intensity,
There it is. It's like-
slow motion handshake.
the slow motion handshake.
In Saint's eyes right there, the hormones came right out. He's like, God, I love you. It's oh my God.
It's
That's
that
what
face. It's
God,
that face.
I love you. Oh my God. Do it again. Do it
old
again.
face handshake?
JDCR,
Jeez.
take my energy. Take it.
Do it again.
All right, let's get into the next matchup, guys.
Oh
Oh
god.
my
So
god.
loser semifinals.
Wow.
From Korea.
Wow.
Kkoma going up against
So
Japan.
Kkoma versus Take here.
Oh my God.
Man, does
Hey, guys,
Kkoma
it's
win this?
7:40.
I hope he does, because that way he gets knee after this, I think, because this is losers semi, then it's losers final, where knee is waiting for the winner of this match. That should be the top four that we're seeing.
Bigger than it actually is. Oh man.
Man, that set was
Damn,
crazy.
dude. This is some good ass Tekken, man.
That is some great Tekken.
That's got to go down in history, man. We got to put that somewhere.
Mhm.
You could display
We should
a
remember
match
that
in a
one.
museum.
You'll find out where you can get
That's the one you want to put it in there. That is the one.
But if you haven't yet got
And you
to
can
see
get
the
Morgan
match,
Freeman to
focus
talk
on.
over it.
Tekken Bowling was just
Rev
announced.
Major,
That's gonna be coming up
Philippines,
late August.
2017.
But not just that, there are still the guest characters.
It was a crazy match.
A mirror match. A
Echo
mirror
Fox
match.
JDCR. Need that.
Man, this is a
They
lot
heard
to
you
deal
talking
with.
about her.
You're like the South Park version of Morgan Freeman, voiced by a female. You know, that's what I feel like you're doing.
Maybe
get it.
that's
She has
Sure,
a twin sister.
She has a twin sister. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
It's cool. It's all right.
That's
Mirror
why she's
match.
everywhere.
That's why
All
she's
right.
everywhere, dude.
Oh man.
Jungle Outpost,
There's two tigers too?
There's 2 tigers. Are you ready? No, are you ready?
Damn, that'd be crazy if Mirror Match the Tiger was slightly different.
That'd be sick. He's just like green or something.
It's like the He-Man Tiger.
That's why I said green. Battle Cat.
Oh,
bro.
damn, you said it same. I didn't realize.
That's actually what it is. That's Battle Cat, bro. Damn, I want a tiger like that, bro. It just turns green and I can ride it.
You ain't standing anywhere near a tiger. Get out of here.
That's actually true. I would not do that. If I had a big dog, though, I'd stand next to that. Battle dog, transform.
You're a tiger
Attack
now.
Rip.
No, wait, attack Rip. Dogs like Rip, bro. Cats don't.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Or even the highs of the standing fork. That's really where the players are going to crash. You're going to see a lot of
Man, I'm getting all hot in here, man. This is crazy.
Dude, yeah, it's hot out here in California, man. We're like not even full into summer yet. These damn matches too.
Yeah,
It's only so much JDCR and you can watch before all getting all hot and sweaty.
that's actually true. People are like, man, why don't I want to see these guys play? Your body can't handle if they kept playing, right? You're not old enough to watch them keep playing. Watching JDC and me playing. Hey kids, go in the other room. Turn on the shower. That way they can't hear us watching JDC.
What's that doing in there again?
It's just like, oh my god! Do it again!
Play it back in slow motion. Oh yeah. Damn, Take control right now.
Yeah, but this is one of the things. This is exactly what I was talking about, right? Like Kkoma is still to me like I'm still new to Kkoma here, and I'm looking at Kkoma play, and I'm like, man, like this dude is actually ridiculous. Like even though he's down 2 rounds, you can tell exactly what kind of player he's going to become. Still becoming, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I feel like it wasn't until NCR that one year when he beat Kudans with like Noctis or something. That was like the moment where Kkoma became like, all right, he's like legit now, you know. Even though at this point he's already in like top 4, like one of the most stacked tournaments ever. Yeah, and Take back at this point was so unstoppable. Like look at this Take. This is the time to just smoke Nobi 2-0. And then goes 3-0 through Kkoma in the first game.
He is thinking about this heavily. I mean,
and I remember there was a period too when Take was using Kazumi and losing a bunch. Yeah, and everyone was like, "Go back to Brian! What the hell?"
Yeah, I remember that too.
Now, I was definitely one of those guys. I still miss his Brian, to be honest.
Look at the deliverance in his face. I believe.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Oh man.
It's all about delivery here.
Oh man. I think okay. We got a little bit of stutter. We good.
Even up the set. Will he have enough?
I got Take in 2.
Take in 2.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go against that. I told you, man. This is low level Kkoma, man. He's still like a legendary Pokemon, but he's still pretty high level.
Beautiful whip punch. Okay. I feel like if 2 people played just this mirror match, if you're like 2 new players, you guys just played this mirror match all day, you guys would get good Tekken fundamentals.
Oh no, that's definitely true. Your spacing would be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Your pokes would be good.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be aware where those walls are. But on that opposite wall, you can see you can knock down to the.
Damn, I'm gonna go play Tekken right now.
Right? I'm gonna start it up on this monitor right here.
2 rounds up, final round, potential.
What a comeback here from Kkoma.
Man, Kkoma. And he still plays. Like I can see Kkoma in this play. Like I actually see more Paul in this Kazumi than I see Kazumi in this.
What?
Yeah. He always does the dash up with Paul and do like he's the guy who runs up and does like demo man. I mean all Pauls do that, but I've definitely seen him do it in quite a few matches.
Then we have sidestep block. Nowadays, these sidesteps against these 1-2s would actually get around it. So the game is, just like those kind of changes, you don't see it, but they're there. But like you go back this time, you're like, yeah, Kazumi's pretty good, I guess,
That's the thing, man. A lot of people, there's people who have not played this, right? They don't know what this is like. So they're like, yeah, man, I don't know why they changed it. And then there's this. They're like, oh, man, he just did 3 down 4 ones in a row. It just took a small step forward to make sure you couldn't get away.
So she could just do running 2 and down forward 1 all day? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
1 second. Wow, that was clutch.
Kkoma.
He waited.
Kkoma. I told you.
He waited for the side step up. And like, that's such a good time, right? Because I've never even considered that as a strategy, right? If you have a wall to your right and you're on 1P and your opponent has to side step up to get away from you, you immediately go low when you see the side step up. They got to go up into low parry. What the hell did I miss? Did you just throw water at him or something?
Yeah, he
caught it.
Water. But no, it's definitely a lot of situations I've seen like in tournament, like at the end of tournaments where it's like back to the wall and like their right is to the wall and it's like you have to sidestep right to get out of it and it's like, yeah, you're just bodies. You got to hold that pressure. And that's another thing that's like a lot of play, like a lot of talking about like, you know, the generational games. There's a lot of people who did not like the wall stages in Tekken. A lot of people want more endless stages, right? So it's like learning how to fight around that and that whole property of not being able to sidestep sometimes because the wall is there. That's another level of the meta that a lot of people, some people don't consider till it's too late.
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember that was like a big part of my learning process back in Tekken 5 because, you know, Tekken 4 you came from like no backdash but there's walls, right? And then Tekken 5 is like, oh wait, now there's walls but we can move around, you know, so you got to position for this, right? You got to make sure you control the space so that the backs to your opponent's, the walls behind your opponent's back always.
Get off.
Too cold out here for you to be touching me, man.
Definitely too cold. All right, 1-2-2 this time.
Damn, is Kkoma gonna win this set?
I like how it just occurred to you. Is Kkoma gonna win this?
Damn, Siegfried and Roy.
Oh.
Hey.
Great stuff there.
That was a good block.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the pokes. Man, I love that. Kkoma's like poke, 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 poke. 1-1-2.
I mean, the 1-1-2 is kind of hit confirmable too, right? Look at the step that time. So and that's the thing, you could have stepped the running 2 in the past too, right? But now it's even easier.
It's easier, yeah.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhyme.
Oh man.
Come on, guys, it's bops that time. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Continuing.
You needed a third man right there.
Yeah. I feel like it's cheating. Like her dress blends into the snow so well.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
So disadvantage.
Look, and this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Got him.
That's the Kkoma, man. That like, and that looks like Paul play to me. That's not Kazumi play. That's how you play Paul. You run up and like, what's he gonna do? Down back two. Why did that work? Oh, I thought he was gonna hit me with a demo man or something stupid. Run up,
Maybe his Paul is just playing like his Kazumi.
Hey, actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you might be right.
Damn, 5 in a row. Down
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a weakness in Kkoma, that he's used so many characters that he doesn't have his own character.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, jack of all trades, master of none, man. It happens. And on top of that, like, you definitely carry over habits from character to character. Like, if you play like a bunch of characters, there's stuff that you're gonna do no matter what. I know this. I'm one of those guys. I'm like, damn it, I definitely shouldn't have did that right there. But it's so ingrained into you that,
I wonder, like, obviously he's playing characters that are good in general, right? But I wonder which good character fits his strengths as a player the best.
I think it's Paul. I like him playing Paul because it's just the fact that it gives him. I think one of the things he does with Paul that he doesn't do with his other characters is that he plays a lot more simple, because that's what Paul is, right? Like, Paul can open you up. If Paul gets inside your head, Paul wins, because he's that kind of character. He's like, oh, you're gonna duck now, Death Fist. Oh, you're gonna stand there, Demo Man. And I think Kkoma is good at forcing that game. That's why I think his Paul is so good. That's why I think Paul is the better character.
That was such a clutch, low parry, but it's not enough. He saved the raid, time winding down. No way, Kkoma. No way, Kkoma. You lose.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah.
Right at the end.
He kills himself with that rage drive.
In St. Louis, we always
Actually.
talk about it.
Damn, that handshake was tight. He's like, I don't want to shake a hand. He's like, that
That's all you have to do.
was
You
good.
chill.
Nah, yeah, Kkoma, I mean, right there, that rage drive really cost him, especially with the infinite stage. If there's a wall behind him, it makes sense. But right there, like, just playing the up close 50-50 game with Kazumi would have been stronger. All right. Damn. We are winding down. We're almost to the top. We are in the top 3 now, so it's going to be Take versus Ni. Losers final. Winner gets JDCR. If you guys have watched this before, you probably know how that's going to end up going, but it's about to get good. It's about to get good again.
Yeah, it's definitely about to get a lot more interesting here. On top of that, we're getting closer and closer to that iconic moment between these two legends of the game. But I think we're going to take a quick break before we get into that.
Sounds good to me.
We're going to take a quick break before we get into that. Guys, go get yourselves snacks. I guarantee you want to be here for the end of this tournament. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. This Tekken World Tour broadcast of Rev Major 2017 continues. We're at top 3, right, Rip?
Top 3, that's it. We got Take versus Knee, losers final, and then whoever wins that gets to go to the grand finals.
Whoever.
Who do you think it's gonna be, Steve?
I don't know. This
Could be anyone. Could be Take. Could be Knee. But if Knee wins, we will get to see Knee versus JDCR again in the grand finals.
Look, I keep saying, if I said it on my tweet, look, if you have not seen it, you definitely want to see this. There's a lot of people that came in season 2, season 3. You want to go back, know your history. Look at this set because it is one of the best Tekken sets I've ever seen. It's so good.
We just saw the winners final between them, down in the wire, of course. JDCR ends up winning it. You know, they're practicing social distancing. There was no handshake. And here we are. This will be the losers final now. First to 3, I guess, the rest of the tournament.
Oh, man, it is going to be first to 3. I need healing time, man.
Points are on the line. Damn, you were saying that in 2017, huh? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, man. I've been saying that for quite some time. Man, the old Heihachi logo. You like the Kazuya one or the Heihachi one better? What's the call?
Oh, dude, I forgot. I think I like the Kazuya one. Yeah.
Actually, I do too.
You know, the thing about it is that this Heihachi one, when you look at it, and somebody, I forgot who pointed this out to me, but they said it looks like it's Heihachi eating, like that's his mouth completely open. Look at it right above you right there. You see it? He's like, ah, Tekken World Tour. Ah,
I am the Tekken World Tour.
Ah. So, once I saw that, I was like, it's over. He's eating the sign. He's eating the logo. Yes, Steve, this is losers final.
I forget, man. In the midst of all the talking, I forget where we are in the practice.
Ooh, okay, so he's done with Fang. Damn, the crowd oohing and eyeing. They're like, oh my god, he's going to Steve.
1, 2.
All right, we're gonna see if this pick from Knee is the right one. Here we go.
You heard your own arm on commentary? This is fantastic. This should be the future. This is how we should do things from now on.
There's a little space here. I can't move.
I feel like it's really strange to see Knee not picking Brian, not picking
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn. It cracks me up because I can see the pain in your face.
It hurt, man. That shit hurt.
Look, I've heard the stories. I've seen the
Oh, that's good.
about this.
You don't know how satisfying that was for me.
That's messed up. You're enjoying it too much.
Oh, got to this time though.
Oh. All right, Take with Kazumi, Knee with Steve Fox.
Oh, this is before he got that dumb rage drive.
This is when he had like a law level rage drive, you know?
Oh man, it wasn't that bad, man.
Oh, that's true. I mean, his at least the chip damage on the wall.
Hell it did.
See how she reached inside of his shirt and then she punched him?
Damn. I throw a pose there.
Unlatched him with that last button and then punched him in the chest while he was in her.
Yeah, I like how Knee right now. I feel like his Steve is all about like just try to find where the holes are. Like an actual boxer. It's legit like, all right, come in. See if I can catch you with some of these holes. No, you're gonna stand there? All right, I get to move around a little bit.
Damn, Take is standing 2-1 with Kazumi. That's a move you still rarely see. No kidding, that actually reaches like, for that punish. That's good. I feel like this is Knee's warm-up game with Steve.
I think this is the read game. He's like, all right, what are you ducking for?
Holy crap, that while standing 1-1 tracks so well. Second hit.
Look at Knee. Still fighting though.
15 seconds left on the
Super
clock.
close.
Gets a little
50.
What?
I can't believe he ducked for that.
Nah. I saw it. I was like, yo, he's playing so slow. I was like, he's definitely gonna block this.
Man, I mean, just
look at his back dash. Look at Take's back dash.
I was just thinking, like, in this point of the tournament, Take beat Nobi 2-0. He 3-0's Kkoma's first game. It's kind of a close set after that. But then Take beats Kkoma, and now he plays Knee, and he's up 2 rounds straight to start off. He's playing so well.
Dude, Knee does this a lot. Remember Anakin? Remember?
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
He always does it. That's why I say, like, personally, I think, like, he has warm characters. He's like, you know what? Like, I can kill you with this character if you don't know how to deal. He's like, but this is a good way for me to find holes in the offense and your defense. And then he can change up his characters appropriately, I feel like.
Mix up. What's he gonna go for?
Chip, it is.
And I hate to say it, this is like
That was
the first
hella
game
good.
where we actually have this, the chip dance.
It's now actually it was in Tekken 4.
And
Yeah,
it wasn't,
look
the first, it wasn't the first game with Chip, but it was definitely the first time they gave more than one character chip damage in Tekken.
Tekken 4, Jin was the only
Yeah, I mean
character
those
could
rage
chip
drives, you know,
in
they're.
Tekken history.
I mean, Kazumi's ridiculous because it's chip plus it's also like a wall splat plus all these other things. Like Steve's in this game, in this version of the game, which he still has, is the weaving one, right? And that one, if you block it, you get the chip off the wall. One of the rage drives have that. You got like Paul's Death Fist.
Fang shoulder.
No way, he picks Brian.
I told you it's the warm-up character. It's the warm-up character. I'm telling you, dude, that's how I see it. It's the warm-up character. He picks Steve to say, all right, let's see how you react to this pressure. And then he switches over.
I didn't know he picked Brian.
No, this is where he was like away from Brian for a long time.
Right.
And everybody was like, yo, man, you got to pull out the Brian. And he's just like, all right, you know what? Got it.
People feel like that's his best character in the stable. This dude brought a steel beam to the jungle.
You know, you got to think about it. That's probably the character that people study the most against him as well.
Exactly. So you're right. You're right.
All right.
All right, exactly.
Let's see what he changes.
I want to know how bad this Brian does here.
So negative. What if he does great?
I assume he does badly. But just because, yeah, this, like you said, this is when he wasn't using Brian a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Has access to a higher echelon of tactics here.
Man, this dude with me is like a book. He's like, you know what? I might not have a Brian now, but I got a one of everything else.
For 1-2-1 finishes the string.
Yeah, he's definitely playing for the people at this point,
Yeah.
which is sick. Like, he loses the game, and then he plays for the people. That's tight. Damn, the crowd loves it too.
I told you. Once Nee is another player who gets powered up by the crowd too.
This match is so sick. I forgot that Taka was a Brian player.
Oh damn! Not to mention, yeah, you're right.
To the hatchet kick follow-up. Goes for the good old train trap.
Oh man, this set is amazing.
Yo,
I'm like, I'm gonna assume now that Nee wins with Brian, and then I'm like, does Take switch to Brian? That would have been too good. There's no way that happens.
Is it? No way.
Damn, girl, like that?
Yeah, he's going in.
No.
Neither one of them hitting the attack either.
15 seconds left on the clock. 1-1.
Oh, went for the power crunch.
What the?
That was risky.
There's no time left.
Oh, the back there. I can't. See, that could have been important. I thought the whiff from Brian was going to be a down 4-1-2. I was like, there it is. Bop, bop.
Well, the thing is that down for 2 has the second hit too, though, right? So you're waiting to whip punish it. But then that Nee hit him with the no mix-up. It was either a high and then he went with the low. So he mixed up a high with the low.
Sometimes it misses on girl characters because they're a little smaller.
Follow here, pressure at the wall. Goes for a punch barrier.
Yeah, trying to get away from that wall. Take has very, like, oppressing moves. Like, he has no problem playing, like, right next to you or further away. But no matter what, move, always move. Still keep moving.
Good opportunity. And again, this is a race to 3, so there is a bit more time in the set to make adjustments. But
Oh, yeah.
bringing out Brian this early on could be a good thing because it is known
Smart.
as best
Nothing but poke.
I mean, no one even uses that kick with Kazumi.
opportunity there for a whip punish, unable to get anything. Nice
I think
hatchet
it's a
kick.
good, like, little mid poke, though. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a standing low, right? And standing lows are always a little bit scarier because obviously they don't high crush. But man.
Keeping it really close right now. Need not get off from
Get
you,
off.
lady. What's your deal? I see your hair.
I feel like we need to get a restraining order on this chick.
You got like a beehive.
Oh god, yeah, I would have ducked too. I would definitely thought the taunt Jennifer was coming.
Has him at the wall. Gonna have to be careful here.
Okay, still fighting.
Not dead. Whiff! Not the right kill!
No.
What?
No, no, no.
Damn, Taki, he threw it away right there. He threw it away, dude. The rage drive whiffed right in his face. He could have done, like... He could have done Tiger Uppercut, maybe. You know, but down for the 1-2 definitely would have won him, I think, there. So that's unfortunate. He's the 1-1-2.
So far, so good. So that switch
All right, and then Take, there's no way he goes to Brian here. He's not that much of a fan favorite, so he'll go Kazumi.
I mean, he has to know the tricks. He has to know
That would have been crazy, though.
he has available.
Wait, if he loses, it's first to 3. Now I'm like, wait a second, does he lose 2 and then go to Brian? Oh my God, no way.
He lose 2 and then go to Brian?
Shut up, Steve. Yeah, I mean, I missed this Take.
Yeah. I mean, if you like fast forward or rewind once again to TWT final 2019, where Nobi was like, hey man, he really took this last season to heart, like before this, not this one, but just how Nobi was all like a countryman about the game. I feel like that says something about like the monster, because if Nobi goes in, then by default the rest of the team has to go in too.
That was sick. He set him with like 4 or 5 hatchets and hit him with the orbital. It's like, are you scared? Another hatchet might come, bro. You better run straight into this orbital.
I want to see Tom jet up, and then I'll say do it again.
I know, right?
All right, here, nice down back 3.
Can you imagine this character was still doing so well back here, and then they gave him hella buffs afterwards? It doesn't even make anyone use the character. Like,
man, that Brian character's good. Well, we're not seeing him enough. Buff him again. Oh, what, sir? You heard
buff
me.
again.
More. More.
A8.
Damage to boot.
That sounds Australian.
See those jabs.
Yeah, looking for those openings here. And jab is usually the
Bro,
smartest
look at this dude talking, just walking forward.
Usually safe.
11
he went for it.
All his taunts have been off.
He almost had
Raise
the right
drive.
positioning there for the
Damn, didn't even do it.
And that's how he finished the last game. And it actually got blocked and punished, and he did it again.
You gotta commit. I mean, it's a whole set, right? Like playing the mix-up game, round to round, game to game.
Or are we gonna see Korea versus Japan, or are we gonna see all Korea finals?
Oh, nice power crush.
Damn, I just realized what Markman said. Are we gonna see Korea versus Japan or all Korea finals? And like back then, like that's all there was really. There wasn't about this Pakistan thing. US was around, but not really, especially not at this event, right? And this event is still one that we really haven't seen US players come out strong to, right? Like Anakin's never been here, right?
And he was saying, like, yo, man, I'm trying to hit Rev Major.
This is definitely, I think the next time that we get to go to a Rev Major after this all goes away, I feel like we're definitely going to see like a stronger American presence over there. So that's going to be exciting. Dude, Jimmy needs to go.
Jimmy definitely needs to go. Bro, I'm telling you right now, like, what if it's like a real anime and we get to the next season and it's a flashback to what they're doing right now during Rev Major playing? It's like, look at these guys, they think they're so good. Nii, Take, Arsalanche in the basement playing Tekken. I'm on my way.
What? Give Harada a raise.
18 seconds left on the clock. Nii is in rage. He can do it. However,
Oh, man, that was some online strats right there. Nii training for Evo 2020 right there, dude. What's going on?
Nii has a number of other characters. I wonder if he's gonna pick someone else.
If they're training for Evo 2020.
Yo, the crowd, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. You told
The crowd, look how quiet the crowd is. They're like, yo, man, I don't know about that rage art, though.
Right. What was that? I don't know, dude.
We came for some taunt jet uppers, not those kind of random rage arts, Nii.
He's gonna stick it through.
But they would have got super hype if he hit it, let me tell you.
Yeah, as long as they don't blame us, Steve, I'm fine with that.
They can't blame us. They chanted it. I didn't chant it. I mean, I wanted to see it.
Yeah, no one was chanting do it again after that one.
Right.
Do it!
It's messed up, man.
No.
I know you were a snitch.
Shut up,
Don't
dude.
do it again! Don't do it again!
Dude, he might do it again.
All right, here we go.
All right, Dragon's Nest,
All
2-1
right.
in favor of Take.
Take up 2-1 over Nii right now. Dude, so like I said before, he does this where legit is like, all right, Nii's down 2 games, runs it all the way back. What happened? Just turned it on.
Only because she moves in.
Nice, he's so much experience as a competitor, at a high level competitor in tournament.
Yeah, I think that's like irreplaceable, man. Like a lot of experience, like an experience of being able to like deal with these situations and having the clutch and the mentality to be like, all right, I got to turn this around and do these things. It's not easy to come across. I feel like that's one of the hardest things to come across in like, fighting game, FGC integrity. Being able to play in like these very tense situations versus people better, if not just as good at all times. Or just, keep your wits about you long enough to win the match.
Yeah, he did taunt orbital. Damn. Have you ever seen me use Leroy like against like good players?
No.
Neither have I. I'm very curious if that's like the character that he's using right now.
I haven't seen him stream in a while.
That sounds really good.
Yeah,
You
I
with
think
Leroy?
man, I think, and I'm a huge, like, I'm one of those people, I say, like, people who've been playing, like, you know, a series of a game for a long time. And I know this sounds crazy coming from me, but considering how much of a character loyalist I is, but I think, like, you always want to switch characters. Because you never know how that system of the game is going to bend, right? And you might have to pick up a new character archetype or one that fits, you know, a lot finer to your archetype if you want to be better in the next version of a game.
That's interesting. I feel like, you know, I've always liked... Oof, that was another good orbital. I feel like I've always liked trying out every character. Back in the day, I used to play the arcade mode. You would just see all the endings. And I just kind of pick, like, what's the moves that I see people do with this character? And I just use that move. You know what I mean? Like those 2 or 3 moves. Like, oh yeah, that's it. That's all I need. You know, I can beat the computer with this and beat the game and get my ending, whatever. But, like, once you get beyond that, like, I think that's, like, the feeling ground where you can say, like, all right, I like what these moves feel like when I hit them, you know? And then from there you can say, like, is this the one I want to use, sort of deal. But, like, when you play, like, you know, a 3D game like Tekken, you don't get that as much in terms of variety. Damn, he smoked in that game.
Oh, he does it every time. I'm telling you right now. You're like, man, I got this knee guy. I'm up 2-0. Knee, 2 minutes later. Brings it back 2 games. Final round, set point, knee in the lead. Like, what the hell is
He's
that?
in the lead, and finally I just had the set. What the hell happened?
Wake up. You're on the floor, under the bleachers somewhere. What happened? Dude, you've been asleep for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Knee's about to win
you're
the set.
eliminated, dude. Knee's about to win a tournament.
The pressure is intense right now between these two. And Knee, look at that backdash.
Good jabs.
And now you can tell, like, Take is kind of, like, mentally spent. Because now, like, Knee is challenging almost everything he's doing. So now he's going back to, like, the simplest pokes to try to, like, get control back, just to try to get a rise out of him. It's kind of working. The down forward 1-2.
I noticed that, like, he's not even really using Brian. Damn, that was crazy. Flew over the hatchet. Beautiful fly usage there from Take. And Take's got the lead here. Final game. It could be Take versus JDCR in the grand finals.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Completely whiffs. Down back 3. Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
I was about to say, you can see Knee getting a lot more movement.
Looks like it hurts.
Like, now he's not letting Take move. Because he knows that offense is going to be a problem. And he doesn't do it. Counter hit. Wall.
all right. This might be a wall combo with a taunt setup. Let's see.
Nah, man. You ain't getting up off the ground versus a Brian player, man. Not if you don't want to get hit by taunt jet upper.
Damn, got it. Fisherman.
It's a big one. Ah! It's him when he does this, then he puts it in the boat. That's what he's doing. He's like, what is this? A salmon? Put it in the boat.
He doesn't even use like a fishing rod, bro. He just sticks his hand like down there, throw the fish, and dumps him in the boat.
Right?
Put some bait in your hand, put it in the water.
They didn't even do that
Got
in the phones, man. They actually had fishing rods.
Repeat offender. You can go to jail for that, bro.
Gotta be careful. Oh, look at him whittling away at the life.
Hatchet kick. You got to do it. Oh, EX.
Yeah, I can't believe Take can block that actually.
Oh, running 2. This could be the 8.
Here we go. It could be Take. He's up 2 rounds to 1 against me here. Take looking to go to grand finals.
We're going to see a rematch from what we saw earlier in the winners finals. Knee has to fight back.
And look at me looking sharp right now.
Oh no, he does have the life lead right now. What's he going to do with it?
In my
The
ear.
jabs are working. Oh, nice hatchet kick off.
Hatchet. Another one. Damn, dude, his orbitals are tight.
It's orbital, man. Get you in the atmosphere, and all of a sudden you get hit with a mid.
That was not a good combo for him there. Damn, he's look, it's the simplest pose. And the down forward 1, down back 3. Here we go. Final round.
To see who moves on the grand finals.
Someone's going to explode. Who's it going to be? Korea or
Lots of
Japan?
folks. They were trying to get me over. Get off.
Oh, went to the fly. Went to the mid this time. Gets punished.
No, sir.
Good punish.
The crowd cheering
And you
for
can tell
Ryan right
Knee's
now.
getting clipped, just like trying to walk forward so he can't get away.
Even on life. Who's going to take it? Slight lead to Take now. Chipping away at Knee.
Lost in the forward, just tried to get something. Trying to get a rise out of Knee. Knee's not taking any of it. And his life's low too. So now, this is the danger time. Danger zone.
Get in the zone. Danger zone.
He's trying to catch him. 20 seconds left.
Yo, the crowd is going so hype with 20 seconds to go. This I'm telling you, the crowd in the Philippines is so good. That orbital is forever. Is he gonna do the right combo here? He is. Let's go.
Good as hell.
Look at the crowd, bro.
Look at me. He looked at the camera and everything.
I've never seen him dance pop off before.
When I tell you that Nee gets the crowd power up here, one person cheer his name. He's like, I'm the best in the world. No one's ever gonna beat me.
That's not one person. Look at that. He wins with Brian. The Philippines goes banana.
And the crowd just cheering for Nee. You guys
Bro, they were going ham for me.
So Nee's gonna stay up there and he's gonna fight against
That was great.
JDCR.
That was great.
Everybody give it up for Yamasa.
Nee needs a break right now, of course.
Getting first place here at the tournament.
Woo-wee. Man, oh man, you see JDCR getting ready in the back there. Bottom right of the screen. This Echo Fox jersey on.
We're gonna go
Dang,
to
the
our
Echo
final-
Fox boys. The Echo Fox
final two
boys.
players.
At Rev Major. Man, this event was crazy good.
It is.
I cannot believe how good this event was.
This is some good Tekken.
It was hot. It was so hot outside. I'm so happy they had the AC blasting in there.
Oh, that's true. Damn, you're first and for damn sure now you're last. That's so true too.
Yeah, it was too good there, man. The matches were too good. I almost punched that guy right there. He's sitting right behind. I almost punched him right in the face. But it was okay. He was gonna punch me too. It was a mutual punching. Oh yeah, straight from the wall splat. But Take looked like he was in control most of the time. But that's what I was talking about though. Nee definitely likes to get like a feel. He's like, all right, this guy likes to duck. I can definitely catch it with a lot of mids. See, like right there, caught him with a counter hit right off the bat.
And Nee pulled out some crazy rounds to stay alive in this set. And now,
No, and the thing is like Take, it just got to the point where like Take couldn't find an opening. Even after the switch to Brian, like oddly enough, and he had a lot of good punishes.
That was some stuff.
That was some stuff. I like
Look,
that,
man, I haven't had to filter myself in a minute, you know.
It's true. It's true. Man, the orbitals worked like a charm.
His orbital usage where he lets the opponent come in towards him, like he does so much pressure you with like hatch to something in these ranges where you're like, I gotta get in so he's uncomfortable to do his hatch because I don't want to deal with it, right? And then when he knows that you're gonna do it, that's when the orbital comes out. So he catches you dashing right into it.
It's like you get caught in the orbital pool of the move. It's like, I'm not that close. I just got hit by the orbital. What the hell?
Oh man, beautiful. Look at the crowd and Nee with his dancing pop right here. Jump up down. Boo!
Oh, dude.
That was good. That was super good.
Hey,
So
no
Take
way.
unfortunately doesn't make it to grand finals, but that means we get Echo Fox, JDCR, and Nee.
Bro, even the bracket looks sick. The Heihachi face at the end.
Ah,
That looks cool.
he's eating it. Kkoma beat Take. What? That was on the winner's side before the top 8 started. And JDCR beat Saint there, and Nobi beat Dimeback there.
Man, there were so many good matches at this event. Man.
Of course, man. Dude, there's so many players now. I feel like this was just 2017, right? Like, the players that you don't see in this top 8, like, at this point, I'm trying to make sure that I'm correct, but I'm pretty sure at this point, we had not seen Naroma yet. Naroma wasn't even on the scene at this point.
No, he was not on the scene. I think it was this
after this.
year.
It was a couple months after this.
It was this year at Korea where Naroma came out, and that's he beat Nee. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
It was
that's
after
true.
this. Yeah. So this tournament is before Naroma. It's before, obviously before Arslan Ash and all those guys. Before like Super Kkoma.
I want to flashback.
Pakistan, etc.
I want to flashback to all those guys during this season. That's what I want. I want to see what they were doing. He's like, damn, man, this Nee guy, he's unstoppable. What about JDCR? Echo Fox boys, Saint. These guys are the top of the food chain. Flashback, super
before
cool.
Chikarin, like going off, etc. I forgot about that. Chikarin was like kind of a late bloomer too. Chikarin's he's definitely late. Wait, but this is before John Ding.
But I think, really?
John Ding wasn't sponsored at this point.
Oh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we are.
Down 4 to start it off, of course. JDCR still in winners. Only needs to win 3 games.
Hey.
Calling out the Kimpos this time.
Win 6.
Yeah, now he's committing to those Russian assaults early.
You know, they had a very
And
close
even that
second
right
in
there,
the
like
winners'
not
finals, so
letting
it really
not
did
letting
really
you
when
get
it
close
takes
enough
it.
to try to like
It's a
force
matter
like
of
the
who
block
wins.
game, and you can tell like JDCR isn't sidestepping as much, just a lot of back and forth movement this time around.
Won the last Tekken World
You
Tour
saw those
event just
headbutts that
last
was
time,
clipping
just
him.
a few weekends ago. Oh, nice.
Damn, this sidestep 4.
That's why it worked, man. He knew he wasn't moving around.
And it hits this time.
First time that's worked. That little reset right there has worked.
I'm so curious why he went back to Fang for this matchup. I must have been back Kempo step obviously. Look at that. Look at as I say it. Right?
Think about it. He's looking for running too. And as you can see, back Kempo running too. No deal.
Yeah, it's a great like little counter matchup. And that was one of Knee's strengths when you look back in his run through Tekken 7 so far, right? Like finding the counter matchups for characters is like one thing that's super good against this character matchup. So when he plays against this player, he'll be ready for it, right? Like here you're seeing the back Kempo step versus JDCR running 2. And it was I think in Japan one year against Kudans, right? When Kudans was like dominating, he brought out the Lily against Devil's Jin. He's like, watch this, sidestep everything. You know, just like little things like that matter. And then he won that tournament with Louis. Back Kempo step, do it again.
They're just able to avoid it and gets a big hop kick combo for a punish.
Man, and now look, JDCR on the ropes now.
Playing with that momentum from that last matchup with Take. He is warm.
The offense looking super solid. 10 seconds left on the clock. Life lead in favor of Knee. It was in favor of Knee. It was in favor of Knee.
And Knee was like, you know, he's mixing up his timing right before that. He had done forward 3 with Fang. Like, you know, it's like such a slow move to do up close. But he's keeping JDCR guessing, right? Throwing out the timing of the attacks. And JDCR's like, man, you can do slow stuff. Watch this. Crouch dash 1. Boom.
More pressure here. Blocks it down too.
Interesting. And yeah, down 4-2-2 is safe option. So you saw the down 2 coming there. Knee expected it because of the safe option. He knows it's JDCR. He knows it's safe. He's going to go low.
And look at how close JDCR is playing. He's not giving Knee any space. Just trying to get right back in there. That way you don't have to worry about Kempo being as effective, especially from that Russian assault. And down 2s get a little stronger too.
Damn, this is so back and forth too.
Bro, look, every round they're going like down to time and still super close.
And like, you know, he gets into like this pixel. He's like, whatever, I'm good.
And that, look, this is what I was talking about. When JDCR gets your life bar to like where the rage starts, he becomes a monster. He's like poke, 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 poke. You hit anything, you're dead. Damn.
Again, right? Down 4-2-2, JDCR goes low. There's a block again. I'm just like, I called it out the first time, but like it happened twice in a row there.
When the opponent has rage, you got to be extra careful.
Down to again. And JDCR definitely does not want to give this back. Gets the step kick, not a clean hit.
Yeah,
Not
gets
close
out of
enough.
range. If that juggled, that would probably been a world of hurt right there.
Just a dash up and nothing, dash out.
I was gonna do it. I feel like Dragunov could take a jab, but nothing else. Maybe a down 4.
Oh man, he went for
Yo.
there.
Oh my god, I'm only looking at the life bar.
You can't, like, right? I mean, I'm trying to think, like, man, what does he think? Like, Knee is so nervous getting because he doesn't hit by rage. Takes his time, didn't panic. Final round, game 1.
It was like I was playing. I was like, oh my god, no.
Like, oh man, Kazumi here again. I don't want none of that.
Is that Kazumi? Oh man, I'm not here. Oh, gets
Nice. Again, nice
Yep.
into jabs. They're
Knee
just
tightening
going
up, too.
Able to keep him away.
sidestep.
Nice sidewalk.
JDCR, the slight sidestep.
His sidestep in this game,
Looking for the follow-up.
in this set, in this day, this top 8 was so crazy. Damn, get it out of here. That's a great option select right there.
He went for it 3 times, man. Of course you know Knee gonna call it out.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Of this first grand final set goes to Knee.
I'm always so curious, you know, when you have like a duo like JDCR and Saint were at this time, you know, like right after that ended, JDCR immediately looked at Saint, right? And I don't know what was said or done or anything, right? Because he kept the headphones on, but he had to look at him still, you know?
Yeah.
You know, he said it time and again.
You know, you like I feel like they're close enough now
He feels more comfortable with.
where you can legit like
Heihachi is
you get close enough where they're gonna be like, yo man, you gotta
know that
oh right.
Yeah.
Like they know each other's play style enough to where they can call it out.
Yeah, we gotta start doing like third base coach signals and stuff, you know? Like more running too, you know?
Heihachi is a very high execution character. So you have to be on point. You kind of think,
feel yourself.
there's a certain level of confidence you need to play that character at such a high level all the
Oh
time.
gosh.
Good tracking on the side step with the fish hook right there.
Knee taking that first game of the
See?
series.
And then you can see even like Knee runs up to try to like close that distance. I like that chin string option right there. That way, if he swung back into it, it probably would have traded.
Yeah, this. If you guys are wondering, if you guys are Fang mains, and you're like, dude, why did they nerf my character?
I told
you're
you, man.
watching it right here.
Right. Why did they take away back tempo? That was sick, because it was broken, but it was sick. I get to not get hit.
Yeah, I mean, literally though, this is the moment, right? Like when you see it exploited at this level, you're like, oh, that's when the developers can notice and be like, oh god, all right, maybe this is kind of a problem, you know?
Gets that running too. Yeah, I'm going back to the headbutt, trying to catch the side steps. Might be full life bar on the side. Never mind. Yeah, see? And now he's like just waiting a little second longer. That way he's getting like those successful side steps. The first time they played, it wasn't working out. Like he was getting clipped on some delayed side step every time.
Yeah, that was a really odd 4-3-4 from me. I think the only reason he did that there was because he didn't pull the trigger and lost a round with it in the previous game. So then he's like, I'm just going to commit to them from now on, which is so risky.
Talking about the step into the flip kick?
Yeah. Because he had just hit 4-3 before, but he didn't finish it. He would have won the round. So this time he just threw it out because he needed a big comeback. And, you know, I guess he didn't want to bother trying to hit confirm it.
Yeah, and now you see like me completely slowing it down. He's like, look, I need to take my time. Because you can't go super offensive versus JDCR, especially when he's like in this mode where he's like, I'm trying to just find a hole in the defense.
Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't clean it.
15 seconds left on the clock.
Oh man, there's about to be 10 seconds left on the
Oh,
clock.
it's
Get off
always-
me, hands off the beret.
Down to it, range up is a good choice. Damn, that was smart.
Oh, oh my god. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. Damn, dude. Slow-mo is so messed up. When you're a competitor and you're at this level and the slow-mo doesn't go your way, that hurts. But Knee immediately starts getting in on him. Oh, God.
About even on life right now, though. Oh, look at this offense from JDCR. He's going in.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
dude, it's down for. And in the winners final, that was the thing I noticed. Like, J-Star started getting a good read for the down for twos. Pixel, though. Knee, damn. Jay's like, whatever. Watch
Ran up
this.
down 4.
Quickest low, right? Like, you're not going to get to see an animation to react to. You got to guess for this one.
He just asked Kkoma something.
Oh, it's Kkoma he's talking to.
Serious pointers. Saint looking like that supportive wife.
Yeah, I would love to know. Man, I can't wait till we get like NFL status. And it's like, if we got a mic on the coach right next to the stage. And it's like, it's in Korean, but we got another translator. Like, that'd be sick. Like, that would be so good.
That's UFC style, man. Between
Right?
rounds, they got like people yelling Brazilian. You got to translate on top of it. It's like, yeah, he's punching your face. Try to move your head.
Yeah, that's violence. Yo, this stage has some crazy music.
He keeps punching you in the face. You're going to want to move your head a lot more so he doesn't do that.
Head movement.
This match, I feel like, is going to be the important one.
It's really another
Wow.
And this when he starts getting good with it.
Oh, yeah. He is working the magic of his movement right now. Oh, caught him this time. Moving in there with the advancing
Good block.
low.
Yeah, look at how like comfortable JDCR. Like he's being a lot more buttonsy, using a lot more moves, but now he's getting in trouble because he's getting close to this wall.
Nice punish there. Goes for the shoulder.
Man, his shoulders are coming out too.
Gonna have to do something.
Very unique thing.
dancing back and forth by both of these
And at this
guys.
point, you know, if the way this game has been going, like, why would he even do that? Because every game has been down to the wire, you know, round count, time running out, whatever. But we have a big 40% life lead. Chill.
10 seconds left on the
Yeah.
clock.
Wow. I can't believe he went for that. That was such a good choice.
He was really close to that wall. You actually saw me try to backdash to get out of range, but the wall was right there.
4-1. Not close enough for that clean hit. And that's why movement is so important. There's a lot of combo starts.
That's a great point. That's why I was so curious about why that move then there. But yeah, you're right. The wall played a factor in his decision making.
Goes for the grab there.
Good break.
Oh, had a big opportunity there.
If that was crouch dash 3, that would have been good for Knee.
Yep, it would have been counter hit too, because that was a high tracking move. So.
Oh, you went for the tackle.
Yeah, I
Get
think
off.
crouch dash 3 will go underneath highs too.
Able to break out of it.
Down 4.
Oh, the careful
I've definitely been upset by that move randomly a lot.
Good block. Wall's in the way.
Oh, that wild.
All right, you got it. Nice.
Doesn't matter.
one round apiece here.
I love like I feel like that's such an important part in Tekken nowadays when you get a wall or you get a launcher and you know the wall's right there. So you got to be able to modify the comp for that situation, like the weird sidewall, the angle and everything right immediately. Like recognizing those situations is so fun for me now. I hated that before.
I did too. Like that's why they caddy corner combos, man. Those are skill shots in billiards, man. Ain't it? Not everybody's hitting these caddy corner shots, bro. You can look them up. There's a trick shot compilation on YouTube. Caddy corner, bro.
Yeah, that could be the next set of YouTube videos.
Caddy corner combos. It's just all Mr. Naps, Jimmy out there doing combos from wall to wall. And
all with Lucky Chloe. Oh God. Again, 15 seconds.
He's definitely trying to sell him something. Maybe some cutlery.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, the headbutt is owning them.
Jesus, man, is every round gonna come down to like 5
Oh,
seconds?
there's a life lead. What's he gonna do?
Good God. He's got to get back in. Oh my God.
Every time. That's what got him back to lead last time. It was the Wild Eyes in 1+2.
It's because he looked like he had approach, and he assumed he had approach. I assumed he had approach, and then he just stopped, and he ducked, and he looked for that whip punish. At the perfect range, too. Like, if Nia just continued backdashing, he won.
Oh, yeah.
That was a crazy bet from JD, and it was the right read.
I was about to say, yeah, it's definitely a read.
This soundtrack is goddamn ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, Steve. Tapping him on the toes.
Watch your shoelaces, bro.
Watch your feet. Gotta be careful. He's just advancing here
Yeah.
with the crouches.
Trying to make sure he stays there. Like he's like, nah. Dragon, I was like, nah, bro. I'm staying away from this
Lee with the
wall.
life lead right now, looking to tie it up on rounds. What's he gonna do? Oh, went for a grab.
Damn, literally every round, huh?
Damn,
I told you, dude. That's why I did. I like every round.
Jesus.
Oh, 4-4-2. Is that enough?
Oh, making a piece.
The throws, dude. So many throws. Landing in this entire top 8, actually. 1+2 throws.
Can't break them all, man. Unconquerable says it, man. You can't break them all. He's definitely been going for a lot of throws, too. Almost headbutted my task cam right there.
Damn. Even he didn't believe that worked. He had that back up. It was like, I got hit. Oh, God, I'm here. What do I do? Hit a button.
Yo, this set was amazing.
Oh, they're about even on life. Who's gonna take it?
Outstanding 4 on the punish. So good. Oh, judo chop.
Wow.
Judo right in the side of the neck. Judo chop. Not dead.
What a punish.
Block. Get off of me, man. Oh.
JD up 2 games to 1 now.
He's like, all right, I got a feel for what you want to do. I got a feel for what you want to do. Assessing.
Crazy either way, but man.
Activate.
What a match. So
Is that Jacqueline in the crowd right there?
it's now tournament point.
Right here? You talking
Front
about
row?
right? I think so, actually. I actually
Yeah,
think
you're
so.
pointing. I can't see where your finger's going, Steve, but right next to knee, basically, on the screen.
Yeah, that's where I pointed.
Perfect, perfect. Nailed it.
Final match, I'm in.
Side step forwards. The side step forwards, they really worked for Nia a lot in the set. Like, I don't know if he ever went back and watched the set and, like, studied to see what worked right and wrong, whatever. But side step forwards were really working for him.
Implemented the plan. He did it for 2. He actually conditioned them for 2 sets. This is the second set that they're playing. In the first set, the whole time JDCR was doing. That's why I was talking about the sidestepping. JDCR was sidestepping so much that he was not able to get him to lock him down. So he started switching the headbutt. Once he saw that he was only going back and forth, oh my god!
What the hell?
Oh my god!
That was crazy.
Once he saw that JDCR was only going back and forth, that's when he started doing like the sidestep forwards, the more tracking moves, because he knew he stopped him from sidestepping. So if he tried to delay it and just wait and react, a lot of times he was going to get counter hit, and I think that's what happened.
Down to again.
So down 2 is the only option he really had to beat back Kempo step. And Nia was willing to take that risk every time.
Yeah. But
Oh boy.
You see JDCR running in, like going deeper with the running 2s. Like that. Like he's making sure like he's right next to the wall.
Damn, alright.
Yeah, he's using that running 2. He's definitely like, he's like, oh, you're going to keep doing back Kempo step? He's like, well, if I do down 2, it's going to stop Kempo. He's like, and if you delay it even a little bit, you're blocking my running 2.
The DMs were open.
DMs are open.
Damn, checking with jabs all over the place.
They have to.
Use
They
their
don't want to
base.
go big.
A lot different from what it was earlier.
Full crouch down 3. First time.
Yeah, JD, you can see the confidence growing in him here.
Outstanding 4 again.
Yeah, he definitely starts playing like, oh yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to win.
because in the winner's final, he made so many mistakes. This is a tournament point for JDCR here.
He is making this look a lot easier than it was before. He needs to do something.
Yeah, Echo Fox, JDCR on the verge of winning Rev Major. Will he win this tournament as well? We'll see.
No, that's a low.
That is a big low.
Crouch dash one this time. Damn.
See, and that's why you can't let knee back up with this character. Because one, his movement is really good, and two, the minute you whip, you're in trouble.
Tournament life on the line right now. Needs his round.
Are we going to go to a final set? Who knows? Are we
Double
gonna
axe
get
handle.
further?
We need one more match first. Before
Good
we
walk.
talk about
Down
another
4-1
set.
counter hit. Not close enough. See, look, and the reason that didn't hit because he was still moving normally. He was like, I'm a backdash cancel to get out of here. Was not afraid to sidestep. Otherwise, it would have been a clean hit. Hands off the ponytail.
Side step 4. I'm telling you, dude. He should have used this way more in the set.
Running three. Oh, look at this. First.
1 plus 2
Bar
throw.
fight. Bar
He's dead?
fight. No. He is
dead.
And JDCR wins Rev Major 2017. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to give it up for both of these players.
Oh man, here it is, man. Professor Xavier,
I
man.
know. I got
Magneto.
quiet.
Applause for knee, ladies and gentlemen.
What did Xavier say at the end of the first X-Men movie to Magneto? He was like, and I'll always be here to stop you. Oh, let's go. That was godlike, dude.
God,
I haven't seen him do that in years.
Well, old friend,
it's like old friends meeting again.
what if I try to stop you again? He's like, we'll be there to stop you. He's like, hey, man, that's how it goes, man. This is a damn, man, this is a really sick event. Holy shit.
Damn. I didn't know,
Winning Rev
like,
Major, a master
in my
performer
mind,
here,
it,
part of the
the
Tekken
set is
World
so
Tour.
iconic, but I feel like it went down to a reset and then final round, you know, like it's in my head, but there was no reset even. It was just one set in grand finals, one set of win finals. JDCR wins both of them.
I don't think the people there would have been able to take a reset. Like,
No, nobody could have.
that, like, if that would have reset, people would have lost their minds. Like,
Yeah.
we got a reset. I would have exploded. I would have been commentating there, just standing in pure life form, like, I can't believe this is happening.
I think you're going to be on the mic.
That is
and I'm gonna be
amazing.
presenting the stuff.
That was ridiculous.
But either way, we're going to figure this out.
But that handshake, because you can see Nia like unplugs his controller and everything, you know.
And they like hinted
And
at
then
it like a couple times.
No, then he went over like you see like put his hand like, hey yo man, good stuff. I was like, damn, that was tight.
Dude, that was really good. The fact that we got 2 Knee versus JDCR sets in one tournament, like, that alone is so worth it. That alone is so worth what happens.
Make sure you guys.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man.
Hold on, I want to
JDCR.
hear what this guy says. Hold on.
Man, this is some of the best damn Tekken. Too sweet.
He's right.
Damn right. This is some of the best
He's
damn
right.
Tekken
All right, what were you saying, Rip? Sorry, man. This guy's.
Evo right around the corner.
Uh-huh.
Man, this is crazy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Look at the cameras.
Uh-huh.
You might hear me some more. Who knows? But thank you.
Man, this
Thank you
guy
guys so much.
really likes himself some Tekken.
Yeah, you know, he kept the same best damn Tekken. He even realized that wasn't going to be nearly the catchphrase.
Right.
That was the best damn Tekken, man. Best damn Tekken. Best damn Tekken.
It was just that good. I could be, you know, like.
You scrub. It's funny because if this is the event where you actually made a good ass Tekken, which it probably was, considering you kept on saying best damn Tekken at the end there.
Yeah.
Good ass Tekken earlier was the one that stuck, and I don't know who made it that. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like that became a thing, right? And then like it's like, yeah, that was good. That was a good ass Tekken, right? It's so much better.
Damn,
Yeah, we
good
get a
ass
whole award.
Tekken.
Get down to business.
Man, everybody was standing up for the award ceremony. They all stayed. It was cool.
Oh yeah, the Philippines always like that, right? Like even still, like last year, I remember once everything was done, like people didn't want to leave. They're all, you know, now they separate the commentators from the crowd, right? There's like a little barrier, but
Yeah.
people just crowd that whole area. You know, Harada's out there signing autographs nonstop at every break until they make people go back to their seats. That's how long the lines are every single time. It's crazy, man.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, and then like if you just look at like what happened this year, completely different place. They had a crazy stage. It looked like a movie theater in there. It was so sick.
But that's fine.
Oh yeah, dude, seriously, absolutely crazy. JDCR legend, man, legend. Echo Fox JDCR, that's the real legend, right?
Oh.
We still have the awarding.
You gotta ask him. Whatever happened to that Echo Fox JDCR guy? Whatever
Yeah.
happened to him?
Yeah, the regular
That guy.
JDCR guy. He's all right. He started playing Armor King and all these other weird characters, you know.
That Echo Fox guy. He was about winning.
Mm-hmm.
Winners, no. No, but that was definitely like part of the year, right? Where everybody was like, "Yo, how do we stop like Echo Fox?" And even if you stop one, you still had to stop the other. And a lot of the times, it only fell on one or the other to stop either JDCR or Saint, right? Like, and I think that's what made Tekken like so. It's one of the reasons Tekken is so good because it made a clear outliner. It's like, look, you need to be at least this good to get in this tournament. Oh, you're good at Tekken? Are you top 16 in Rev Major good? Look, bro, I'm not that good. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like,
let me tell you this. So, like, you know, we're doing this podcast with JDCR right now, right? Winner's Mindset. When we were thinking about what we wanted to name the thing, JDCR wanted to name it something like, you know, like noob to top 32 or something. I was like, why is it the top 32? You know, like, why isn't it top 8? He's like, I'm like, because people want to get top 8, right? He's like, yeah, but that's so hard. That's what he said. He said it's too hard to get to top 8. I was like, wow, all right, fine. Nuke top 32. I was like, how about we just call it Winner's Mindset? You know? Like,
right? Let's just say if I want to get there, what do we have to do? That's a good idea. Let's run it.
And then he agreed to like name it like top 8. I'm like, wait, but if top 8 is so like hard to get to, why not make it like Nuke to top 3? You know, like it's hard. If you get the right stuff to get a top 8, you can make top 3, right? Like, what's the difference?
Nah, that's true. One of my friends told me a long time ago. One of my friends, Aaron, the guy I learned how to play a bunch of different games with. He told me himself, he's like, man, part of winning a tournament is you have to see yourself winning that tournament. You can't be like, oh man, it's gonna be impossible. You got to be like, I have a fair shot, but be logical about it. Winner's mindset is a great way to think about it. Top 8, I agree with JDCR, is ridiculously hard. Top 3, don't even mention it. But like, I think the winner's mindset is a nice little. That's a nice, easy point to be like, look, you want to win? Yeah, well, listen. Like, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, episode 3 coming out this week, boys and girls. Level Up Your Game YouTube channel. It's gonna be a good one, I promise.
Please come on stage.
Damn.
Oh man. No, well, guys, look, this is the award ceremony, and we already know who won, but it was an amazing event. We saw the Rip went third this last year. He didn't believe anything I said, but he experienced it firsthand with us, and
let me talk about that real fast, though, right? Because, you know, prior, like, I'd seen this event, bits and pieces, of course. I'd seen bits and pieces of the next event. You know, Steve, he would come back and be like, yo, man, the Philippines was crazy. I was like, yeah, Steve, I've been to Evo. You know, I know how crazy tournaments can get. And you know how Steve is, you know, like they show a Ninja Turtle and Steve's like, oh my God, you know, the Ninja Turtle appeared. I was like, yeah, all right, Steve, there's the Ninja Turtle. You know, so when Steve's excited about something, he's excited about everything. So finally, I go to the Philippines this year, 2019, I should say, and it was just bananas. It is by far the craziest experience I've ever had, you know? But, like, it's hard to measure on Steve's scale of excitability, you know? It's like, where does that stack up? I'm not sure. It's good. I'm sure it's good.
It's really high. It's really high.
It's very high.
Because it's just it's not only the event. It was, like, the people there. Like, and on top of that, like, you hear so much about, like, how they started to play Tekken and where they played Tekken at and who taught them and how long they've been doing it. And like we both know this. And one of our favorite things about traveling, like I love to hear the lore of the area. Like I love to be like, well, who's the best guy? Who beats who? Who's the winner? Who do you guys think is going to win? And I even said like players like Mott's. Mott's is now like a coach now. And just the fact that like I was like met him and I saw him play and I know just how good he is of a player, to see him like, you know, training like up and comers in his country lets you know, like, that's what I mean about like the Philippines and Tekken, man. There's been so many. Before I went there was so many people that told me. Markman told me. Filthy Rich was telling me. Everybody was like, bro, you don't even know your experience is going to be going and seeing them play. And it was it did not disappoint in the slightest.
I got to go back and play, man. I got to go back and play for sure. But, you know, like you're talking about just the number of players and everything there. The Philippines has always been one of the most competitive Tekken spots in the world. Just, you know, one of the most competitive Tekken scenes in the world. Except that it's just underrepresented, right? Until we got the Tekken World Tour for Rev Major. Like, I think, like, this is the moment where everyone got to see the Philippines as a whole, you know? I think prior to this, we knew, like, of certain players. Like, you mentioned Filthy Rich. You know, in Southern California, Filthy Rich, he was out here probably around Tekken 5 DR time. He started making top 8s in Evos back then. We had this guy Owen who made top 8 for me. He also came from the Philippines. We had Dewey, Nina played from the Philippines. So we had a lot of players coming through from the Philippines. They were all really good. So anytime in the arcade we'd get someone from the Philippines, we'd be like, yo, there's this Philippines player coming here. You know, he's super good with Nina. You got to come to the arcade today. That's what it was like for us. And we're like, damn, he's there again? All right, I'm coming, you know?
See?
So now, though, it's, you know, those players obviously got built up because they had such a strong scene in the first place. So now to go back and, like, finally play those guys, that's crazy. And now to finally have a tournament that represents all of them, where you get to see all the players and fans come out to the event and see how much they love Tekken overall. It's just, it's easily the most passionate Tekken scene that I've seen around the world.
Yeah, like I definitely like I know a lot of people like, man, Steve, like the same thing, man. It's an excitement thing. Like I see this stuff and I'm like, bro, it can't be that nice. And then like you go and you experience like, damn, it was actually amazing. And then it's like you and all these people there, like they want you to know how much they care about tech. People would just tell me their whole Tekken life stories like, yeah, my grandma used to play Tekken. She played Kazuya. I liked Heihachi. We were a rival. I'm like, damn, like you guys have so much to put into like your own like history or your own scene about Tekken, and then you translate that and you put it on the world scale. And I don't think a lot of people look at that. I'm glad you said that. I don't think a lot of people look at like what these big events do for other like scenes. The fact that like you have a scene like this that is now part of the Tekken World Tour, like ask Harada and them, ask Murray and them. Remember what they said when they were there last year? They was like, bro, we cannot believe you guys are like this. And it's like, and I told Michael Murray and them, I was like, bro, the Philippines. And like now, like these big tournaments, like look at what they do for like these scenes. I mean, even if you think about like going to Colombia last year, like there are a lot of passionate Tekken scenes all over the world that want an opportunity. But I can tell you right now, without a shadow of a doubt, man, the Philippines is definitely up there. Like the Philippines, if you like Tekken, if you love Tekken, the Philippines, Rev Major, you need to go to one. It is amazing. It is an amazing Tekken.
It definitely is. You know, and you said all that, and I was thinking about it back in my head. I don't even want to say because I don't want to jinx anything and prevent anything from happening in the future. But can you imagine if there was a finals here one day? Like, man.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand, bro. Like, it's comparing it to other things, right? Like, we've seen Combo Breaker, but this is a Tekken tournament. Like, I've always tried to tell people, because we get to go to a lot of tournaments. I'm like, look, man, it's a difference. Once you go to a tournament that's specifically for a game, that's when you get, like, the love. And a Tekken World Tour, I've tried to get everybody to come to a Tekken World Tour event. I'm like, bro, you want to go to a dope event? Go to a Tekken World Tour event, especially one in a Rev Major Tekken World Tour event. Something like that is really going to be like, I don't know how you get better than this, especially when it comes to somebody loving the game and like representing the scene.
So. No, seriously, there's JDCR getting his trophy, his check. I think he got the collector's edition box, everything. Steve's yelling at the crowd.
He's like, yo, Steve, man, you want to come up here and say a few words? I was like, come on, Mark. He's like, all right, man. It took us forever to get out of there, FYI.
Oh, I'm sure, man.
Man, it was crazy. We were in the back most of the time, just like taking photos and hanging out. But yeah, just every experience I've had, like with the community over there, has been something special, man. I can't really think of anything else where I'm like, man, I can't wait to go back, especially when it comes to like a Tekken scene, man. It's by far one of the best. Man, shout out to the Philippines one more time.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, Rev Major 2017, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was fun to watch.
That was actually fun to watch, man. I know I don't really typically get to do like a bunch of the sit-home restream things. This is really cool. Even like, you know, not being in person, I still get to talk to the homie Rip. So it's a good time as well. And on top of that, it's even better when, you know, one of us was at the event and one of us wasn't at the event. That's actually a really cool little dynamic to look at. So, yo, man, I look, I'm going to tell you right now, like, I knew the event was sick and I was excited to see it again, but I had a lot of fun doing this. It was even more fun because, you know, the homie Rip was here and you guys got to see it too. So if this was your first time, man, trust me, I guarantee you loved it, man. Tweet it out, man. Make sure you let these guys know that you enjoy content like this because personally, I have no problem doing it and it was a good time. And I feel like it exposes more people to Tekken.
No, that's a great way. I mean, obviously we're all stuck at home right now. We can't like go out and have events right now. So I think this is like it's a fun little holdup. I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Rev Major 2017. I didn't really watch the whole thing until right now. This is my first time watching the whole thing. Some of those matches I thought like that's not gonna go that way, is it? You know, like Kkoma winning. I was like, he's not gonna win this one. Yeah, he did. Like I was like, oh shit. You know, that's cool. Got to go back and study.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I feel like is really hard on commentary, man. Like, I get to the point, I'm like, who won that match? When did that happen? That was how
Don't you remember when Kkoma played against Take at that one tournament in that one country? No, I don't.
No.
Didn't he play that other guy at that other tournament in that other country?
In another country?
In that other year? Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. It's hard.
Well, speaking about years, man, regardless, I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast. Like I said the podcast. Enjoyed the restream, like I said before. Rip, it's always a pleasure. Yo, guys, make sure you go show Bandai Namco, show Tekken some love, show Tenno some love. They put this thing together. See you guys next time. If there is another one. Peace.